It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind by the will of the gods, and master of 1,000,000 worlds by the might of his inexhaustible armies. He is a rotting carcass, writhing invisibly with power from the dark age of technology. He is the carrion lord of the Imperium, for whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day so that he may never truly die. Yet even in his deathless state, the Emperor continues his eternal vigilance. Mighty battle fleets cross the demon-infested miasma of the warp, the only route between distant stars, their way lit by the Astronomicon, the psychic manifestation of the Emperor's will. Vast armies give battle in his name on uncounted worlds. Greatest among his soldiers are the Adeptus Astartes, the Space Marines, bioengineered super warriors. Their comrades in arms are Legion, the Imperial Guard, and countless planetary defense forces, the ever-vigilant Inquisition, and the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus, to name only a few. But, for all their multitudes, they are barely enough to hold off the ever-present threat from aliens, heretics, mutants, and worse. To be a man in such times is to be one amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. These are the tales of those times. Forget the power of technology and science, for so much has been forgotten, never to be relearned. Forget the promise of progress and understanding, for in the grim darkness of the far future there is only war. There is no peace amongst the stars, only an eternity of carnage and slaughter, and the laughter of thirsting gods.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Wrath and Glory, Malleus Hereticorum. Everyone is talking. I have them muted so that I can do my intro, but they're still very distracting. Yeah. So, I am here. This is a one-shot. This is basically the first real RP event for Malleus Hereticorum, the upcoming campaign using the Wrath and Glory rule set that will be going on after Star Trek is done. I am here with some players, so what we're going to do is I have these character sheets in a somewhat random order, and I am just going to pull them, and then whoever plays, I'm going to say who it is, and then whoever plays that character will introduce themselves real quick, and then I'll just say what their character is and all that, and we will go on. So first up, we have Sister Honoria. So, Sister Honoria, introduce yourself.
Hi, that's me. I'm Maddie. I'm playing Sister Honoria. You can find me on the internet at Science Side Up and OK Roll, and honestly, more often on Matt with Maddie on Dapper's other channel.
All right, next up we have Elatha, the Eldari Ranger. Elatha, who are you?
Damn.
No, you're not.
Yeah. That's me. I'm Andrew. You cannot find me on the internet.
No. Except in the except in the Top Hats Off Discord server.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
All right.
Wait, Andrew, you don't even shill out the $1 a month to get into the regular Dapper Discord server?
No, he does actually. He does do that.
Oh, okay, good. Just I was gonna shame you otherwise.
It's like the Weasleys. How much is this for? 5 galleons.
But he's
How much for me?
he's the
10
only
galleons.
one who does.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Next up, we've got Treve. Treve, who are you?
Hi, I'm Metageeky, not known from the YouTubes, but I'm the resident library in the various Dapper-related Discords, and pretty much trying to be the librarian to the science friends. So,
And
you are the oracle, the legendary oracle. Okay, gotcha.
All right. Next
honestly, the way that my knees have been, yes.
All right, we've got Somnus next up. Who is Somnus?
Oh, that's me. Hi. My name is Manya. You can find me on various channels. You can find me on Goblin Queen Chess. You can find me on Debate Hub, talking about volcanoes and world politics, science. Sometimes I rip other people's rhetoric apart when I'm petty enough. So just be on the lookout for that, and I will make sure you enjoy that. And yeah, if you are looking for chaos, I am your person. I come in, break everything, and then just move on. I'm just like, bye, guys.
But don't forget your academic reviews of papers, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. I have recently started doing academic reviews of papers, which I'm enjoying very much. I know I made a promise to someone that I will get them something. I've not been following through on the promise. I'm sorry. But yes, I will make do on my word, I promise, as soon as my brain stops procrastinating.
All right. We've got Marius next up, the Space Marine Scout. Marius, who are you?
Oh, hey, that's me. I'm Zerlon, and here, this is Simon.
Hi,
Simon's being a
Simon.
pest.
Simon.
I will kill or die for that cat.
Oh no, Maddie, you have no idea. This is the sweetest, most loving cat I have ever had. He is just a cuddle boy. And now that we're in a new house, he gets to be inside all the time. He's very happy.
All right, next
Yeah,
up.
I'm Zerlon. You can find me. Yeah.
Next up,
Go,
we got
Dapper.
Lachlan Teague. Lachlan Teague, who are you?
I am Landon Kurt Knoll, an astronomer. You can find me on Volcano Watch, working with this fine person over there. And I'm also the co-founder of the International Obfuscated Sequel Contest. The reveal is going to be happening at 11 on June 6th. Stay tuned. And also, I do other technical stuff. So,
Awesome.
and coding stuff.
All right,
Just
now,
casually just glazes over the other technical stuff.
All right, so,
and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
a few technical things. Right now, we are not using a virtual tabletop, and there are no maps. We're doing Theater of the Mind, so sorry about that. For those who seem to be still a little bit confused, this is a one-shot, and it is similar to if you've been following along with the Star Trek game. Remember Star Trek Prelude, where there was a sort of a prequel one-shot? You can kind of think of it like this. This is happening before most of the main events, with a different set of characters, but it is still technically in the same setting. It's in the same continuity, but this is a one-shot. So this is not the final cast for the campaign necessarily. I know I had some people ask, like, is this the cast for the campaign? Not necessarily. There will probably be some overlap. I know some of the people here are definitely interested in playing that, but none of that is set in stone, and we still have like 24 episodes of Star Trek left to go. So this is just to help fill in until we start back up next. Oh yeah, we got a while. All right.
Damn.
So, also, I don't have on-screen Ruin or Glory, so sorry about that. Yeah, that's just how it is. All right, so...
Do you want me to
So
keep
many
going my
cuties.
chalkboard?
No, I got it.
I am getting distracted.
Or, I mean, if you want to, that's
What's that
absolutely fine.
cutie's name?
Okay, I've got a piece of chalk right off screen.
All right, so all of you
He's enjoying
are
it.
aboard a spaceship called the Herald of Varonius. It is a void ship that is used to transport Lord Varonius' most valued guests, and you are currently en route to the location of his flotilla. You all gather up together on Gilead Primus, the capital world and most populous world of the Gilead system, and you are now aboard. You have had absolutely luxurious quarters compared to what you're used to, especially compared to what, what Marius and Treve are used to. You two are used to basically sleeping on concrete slabs. But, Alatha is used to just sleeping out in the wilderness because he's a ranger. So this is rather fancy for everyone.
And I will have you know, the last time I slept on a slab, it had a step that I got to use as a pillow. That was, yeah.
So also, Maddie, I meant to
What
say
is sleep?
ruin and glory, not wrath. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, your G is backwards because your camera is X mirrored.
Yes.
Oh. Wait. No, hold on. Because I write it.
It's backwards right now.
Yeah, I thought that one of the requirements of being a weather person on TV was you had to write backwards. Remember many of the old days when you had basically a glass thing and you had to stand in front of it and write backwards?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do, but luckily or unluckily for all of us, I've never done a day of operational meteorology. I sit in a corner and do math.
Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $2 says, great, a Mirror Universe episode. That's right.
Okay.
All right, so you guys have even had a little chance to get some rest and relaxation in, some R&R. So I think the first question is going to be, what have your characters been doing for R&R? And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slightly rearrange these just a little bit so it's not the same order. And we're going to do, first up, the doorbell rang. That's fun. First, Lachlan, what have you been up to lately?
Working how to make more money.
All right. What has that involved? Have you been asking around for business contacts? Have you been looking for things to take with a 5-finger discount? What's the deal?
I mean, business contacts, and also considering particularly alliances that might be profitable for both sides, because I'm a let's let both sides win sort of person.
All right. Treve, you don't actually often ever get downtime, and I'm not sure you even know what to do with it. What have you been up to?
I have been largely following Alatha because their technology is intriguing. Although, am I committing a sin by trying to understand the heretical Eldari technology, the abomination to the Omnissiah?
Probably yes.
I am intrigued and curious.
But their technology can be profitable.
That's also heretical, Landon. Careful. All right, we've got Alatha, who's now noticing that he's being followed around by a strange human cyborg. What have you been up to?
Trying to master my emotions.
Yeah, you do a lot of that. All right, Sister Honoria, what have you been up to?
I have been alone in my somewhat Spartan quarters or whatever those are, deep in a state of like prayer and ecstasy.
Oh, wow. All right, Marius, what have you been up to?
Oh, I mean, this is just like lap of luxury here. I get downtime. I have completely disassembled all of my equipment, and I am cleaning it with fine picks to make sure everything is in the absolute pristine condition.
I like that. All right, and last but not least,
Are you
Somnus.
doing this outside of the view of trees?
It does look like good equipment, so you do take good care of it, I can say.
Tree, what have you been up to on your downtime? Or sorry, Somnus. I meant Somnus. Sorry.
Yeah.
Somnus? Manya, that's you.
Oh, that's. I'm just a government employee, just like not a government employee. I'm a civil servant. I'm a civil servant who has been told to come here, and I'm just abiding my time. I'm just like, dude, let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. All right.
So, At a time appointed by Captain Galba, the ship's captain, you are summoned to the what is it called? The banquet hall. Yes, the Great Banquet Hall. You are actually encouraged to bring all your gear because that is traditional when dining at the Great Banquet Hall. And in front of you, is a large setting of various meats and various baked goods and some fruit and some various less identifiable dishes. So as you start tasting it, one of the things that you notice is a lot of the meat is obviously very rare and expensive and has almost certainly been procured because of that and not because of any particularly delicious quality that meat might have. There are things that you recognize as, or that are labeled as things like bits of the megafauna of Nethrius that are so large and destructive that they have to be fought off by giant mech machines called knights. And there is fish roe from the blessed seas of Enoch, the also highly polluted seas of Enoch, and also there is an enormous transit time to get caviar from Enoch. So it is mostly rancid and tastes like an oil spill rather than delicious fish roe. There's a whole lot of dishes that are just differently spiced corpse starch, which, in case you're wondering, is in fact processed human. That is what corpse starch is. And most of the guests seem to be picking at all of these wonderful delicacies from across the Gilead system. However, you notice that the only thing that's even reasonably palatable is the fresh fruit that is from the ship's hydroponics gardens. So, let's see.
Some people do pay a lot of money for these delicacies, so don't undervalue them.
I do actually eat some of the roe from Enoch just because that's my home.
It's true,
and
it is your home.
This is probably the quality that I would get there anyway.
I am gonna make straight beeline for the food, and I don't care, and I start chatting everyone around. I'm like, this food is so awesome. These are the perks you get when you're a civil servant. You get to eat whatever the fuck you want. It does, and you don't have to care. You don't have to feel guilty about it. It's like, oh my god, I've never seen a lot of this food around. So I pick up a plate, I dump everything on my plate, and I start moving through the party. I'm just like, hey, dude, how you doing?
Nice. All right, so let's see. So you're located at the prow of the Herald of Varonius. The Great Banquet Hall was once a fine affair. Ancient marble floors are now worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, and sections of a once stunning mural spanning the vaulted ceiling have clearly been retouched by far less capable hands. Remember that Jesus painting in Spain where some random woman decided to touch it up and it came out looking like a deformed monkey? Yeah, that's the kind of thing we're looking at. There's like really shoddy patch jobs all over the mosaic. The most recent element of the decor is a series of tapestries depicting star maps and constellations visited by the rogue trader. Their coarse auto-loom weaved at odds with the ancient, if failed, finery. Strange smells permeate the room, spices and seasoning unknown to most imperial citizens, applied liberally to various meals of synthetic foods. To one side of the herald's figurehead, that of a swooping eagle in flight. To one side of the herald's figurehead, that of a swooping eagle in flight, covers one wall. That's a sentence. Doesn't make sense. Thanks, authors. Screen set into this show a view through the eagle's eyes of stars beyond. And Captain Galba is there and says, "Welcome everyone to the great banquet here on the Herald of Varonius. I am your captain, and I hope that all of the fare meets with your satisfaction." And then he turns to Somnus and somewhat quizzically says, "A psyker, even a sanctioned one, is a dangerous thing. Why does my lord Varonius think he can rely on you, Somnus?" As you consider Galba's question, you cannot help but think back to recent events, where you were asked to accompany, let's see, what is her name? Artinia Caldo, an elegant archivist of the Herald Varonius, to an auction of old books. The auction takes place on Imperia, the richest moon of Gilead Primus, which is very distant from the dank and dangerous streets of the planet's overpopulated hive cities far below. So you are at a library here on this moon Imperia, and you're reviewing all of these old books and scrolls. And what I would like you to do is take a DN for difficulty number 3 scholar roll. So what that means is, if you check your character sheet, you will see that let's see, scholar is on intelligence. So you check that number under scholar. So where is it? Oh, there it is. So you have a 6.
It's not a scholar skill, but an intelligence skill?
So it is intelligence. So you have a 6, and your intelligence is 4. So you're rolling 10 dice total, so 9 regular dice and 1 wrath die. But we're not going to care much about the wrath die this time.
Who's doing that? Me?
Somnus, yeah. You're Somnus. Every time I say Somnus, that's you, Manya.
I'm getting the fire extinguisher.
All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's make some space.
Guys, this is Manya's 3rd ever TTRPG session.
And while I'm doing it, I'll ask. While she's doing that, I'll ask Sister, since you're from this area, from these things, can you recommend some food from your homeland that you think would be good to nibble
so
on?
that is what we're looking at here. We have the 2 5s are 1 success each, and the 6 is 2. So that is 4 successes, which means you have succeeded.
There were 3 5s, Dapper.
Or were there 3 5s? Well, that's still a success. All right.
Yeah.
So what I've succeeded in what? Sorry, intelligence check. Is it?
It's a scholar check.
What?
It's a scholar check.
Scholar check.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And so, having succeeded, you realize that several of the books cover banned topics, including one titled Invocations of the Emperor Indignant, which details several religious practices that deviate from the rigorously enforced standards of the Imperial Creed.
Bad religious things.
Naughty.
Naughty.
Aratina walks back in and sweeps in rather very self-importantly and says, Somnus, I'm glad that you're here. And Somnus, could you take a DN or difficulty number 3 Synesiance test, which uses your psychic mastery? So if you could
how
check,
do I do that?
If you check your character sheet here, you will find that there is a psychic mastery skill, which is a 7.
Yeah.
And it is tied to will, which means that actually you need to have 12 dice.
7 or more?
12 dice total.
How many?
12.
Okay. 12. Okay, let's see. I've got 12. Don't worry.
6 times 2.
Thank you.
So that means 11 plus 1, right? That's what you need.
Yes, 100%.
One is the wrath die.
Yeah, okay.
And it's also 4 times 3. And
All right. So this is
Oh, my.
oh, come on.
it's a pen.
Oh. Okay.
Hold on, sorry.
So
Sorry.
Manya, this
Sorry.
I cannot rake out what all of those are. Manya, what I would need you to do is count up everything that's a 4 or 5
Read
as
it
1.
out.
Every 4 or 5 is 1 success. Every 6 is 2 successes. So just count up how many you have.
Every 6 is 2 successes. So I have 4 successes.
Okay.
And you said, and what did you say? 5.
4 and 5 are
is
1
what?
success. 4 and 5 is 1 success.
6 are 2s.
Yeah. So I've got 4, 5, 6 successes.
All right, so that's definitely a success. All right, so
Yeah.
Somnus, you can sometimes sense otherworldly energies in other people or objects. How do you sense these forces? You might see them in the air, smell a strange scent, or even taste something distinctive. So when Somnus detects strange forces around, how does he do it?
They see an aura, like a halo kind of thing.
Okay. Could you put your camera up a little bit? We're currently pointed at like camera, yeah. For your microphone, I meant. Okay,
Right.
cool. So, you sense something unnatural in the room. Before the source can be traced, a man bundled up in threadbare robes catches your eye. The man has skin that seems tinged with a subtle greenish color. Aratina turns to you and says, all right, well, I think that these books are exactly what I'm looking for. Somnus, what do you think?
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. You go on and have a look. you go and have a look. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna like just look around. I just go into a corner and I just grab a big set of books and just pick them up and dump them on the table and just like, okay, let's do this, and just start like flipping through them.
All right. That is the end of the Somnus flashback. So, Manya, you're safe for a little while.
Okay.
Galba turns to you, Sister Honoria, and smiles. I hardly need to justify your presence here, Sister Honoria. Morstan hasn't stopped talking about the assistance you rendered him on Enoch. He tells an interesting tale. Invariably, your mind wanders back to the event in question. You find yourself in your reverie back on Enoch, hoping to be able to fight off a orc invasion. The orcs have landed on Enoch in a rock, which is more or less a hollowed out asteroid that they simply plow into the planet, and whoever survives gets out and starts invading. And you have been called away from your period of martial penance and prayer in the shrine of Saint Berthal to assist Fife in assaulting the orcs. And Fife is bringing with her, you're bringing with you a complement of sister novitiates. And the first thing that happens is you encounter a Imperial Guard officer, Emsley, and her troops. And Emsley seems to be trying to give a rousing speech, or preparing for one, but also seems incredibly ill-equipped to do so. So, I would like you...
She's Boimler.
Yeah,
Sort of like Zach
basically.
Brannigan style.
She's kind of... Okay.
Yeah, so what I would like you to do is get me a DN, or difficulty number 3, leadership test to encourage Emsley and her troops.
I would love to do that. I have... can you check that DM I sent you?
Give me a second.
Yeah.
You do it.
Why is it not showing up on my notifications? That's weird.
Aw, nice kitty cat.
Okay. Well, what I sent you in the DM was, of the character stuff you sent me, there's nothing with numbers or skills on it.
That is odd, and I will rectify that right now, but I will also, while I'm doing that, tell you what the what your leadership is. So it is leadership is will, and you have 4 in leadership and 4 in will, so that is 8 dice total.
Okay, 8 dice total, which is 7 plus 1. Got it. Okay. 6, 7. Okay.
Excuse me, everyone. This is the trouble with trying to use a physical product with remote. So, you know.
Okay. I have...
Kitty cat. Scratch the kitty cat again.
I feel like that qualifies as Dapper as a professional, and that you need a drink.
Well,
Maybe.
I don't have any alcohol.
I have
a sip of my coffee.
I have
take an
3
extra pull of my whiskey
successes.
for everybody.
Okay.
Hey, there you
on
go.
my wrath die.
All right.
Say
So
again,
we're
please.
ignoring the wrath die for now during this prologue because we're going to be getting more into that later. But okay, you have managed to actually make a successful leadership check, which means that you have encouraged Lieutenant Emsley Bartot, and her faith is reinvigorated, and her nervousness fades, and she reasserts herself and performs competently, and gives a rousing speech. All right, but we are going to cut forward in the flashback to the middle of the battle, where there are orcs rampaging through the ranks. The guardsmen are shooting them with their last pistols. It's only somewhat effective, but your battle sisters, well, the novitiates, are firing away with their bolt pistols and bolters, and they're having a much better effect. But what I would like for you to do now, after I've now sent you some numbers...
Yes, I have numbers now.
...is take either a difficulty number 3 ballistic skill or a difficulty 3 weapon skill. You get to choose. I would just choose whichever one's higher, and I think they might be the same.
Okay, my weapon skill says 7, and my ballistics is a 6, so I should do weapons, but that's with I, so do I roll a total of 7 dice?
So it's,
or is it 7 plus
7 plus your
3?
Initiative for the 3, yeah. So
7 plus my initiative. Okay. So, okay. 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait. Yeah. Whew. Okay. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
That is an easy success. So,
Yeah.
let's see. So you are able.
I'm good at the pew pews.
So there is a big hulking armored beast of an orc sporting an oversized gun rack and grisly trophies all over him. And you go up and start fighting him in hand to hand. Oh, wait, you rolled a weapon or ballistic skill?
Weapon.
Weapon. Okay. So you rush up with your weapon and start hacking away at him and dueling this big hulking orc, and you successfully manage to decapitate him, and you hold up his head in front of all of your compatriots, and they cheer, and it causes the orcs to lose a little bit of confidence and turns the momentum of the battle towards the Imperium.
Yay.
I like that. That's
Nice.
so cool.
Sorry, this is my dwarven beard, but from this angle it can be a head.
Yeah, it was so cool.
All right.
Just the props I have within reach.
All right, we are now going on to Marius, the Space Marine Scout. Well, I have somewhere here. Whatever. Marius, let's see. Galba's eyes falls on you, Marius, and for a moment you see his mask of haughty command slip. He recovers quickly and speaks. And you, Astartes Scout of the Absolvers chapter, you are here no doubt to prove yourself worthy of joining your storied brethren? Worthiness indeed has been on your mind of late. And you flash back to a time when you were actually on an Arvis Lighter, which is a lightly armored and usually unarmed transport ship that the Imperium uses for, like, short ferrying. But you were redirected away from your ascent up to the Herald of Varonius in orbit, and instead you went to go to a distress call for a ship that claimed that they had recently been in a ill-fated scouting mission on a space hulk and have been limping back in system ever since. So, Marius, there are but 4 warriors aboard your vessel, yourself and 3 armsmen, mortal soldiers with experience, but none of your enhancements and only a fraction of your training. The ship must be searched, but the dangers are unknown. Do you scout ahead with them, or do you, which will doubtless take longer, or do you scout ahead of them, which will doubtless take longer, or trust the armsmen to fulfill their duty to the Emperor and search for the ship alongside you?
Oh, that is a hard one. I mean, scouting ahead is kind of what I do, and I can't let these guys just get obliterated because then I'm kind of SOL. So, unfortunately, I don't think I have a choice. I think I have to scout ahead.
All right, give me a difficulty number 3 stealth test.
Stealth. That's a fail, only a 2.
How many dice did you roll?
Was it 7? Plus 1?
Where is your character sheet? Stealth. 7. You need to roll.
Oh, no, I should have 4 more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh, and there's a 5 and 2 6s, so I think I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, because these are all designed to be extremely easy checks, so I'm expecting everyone to pass all of them. So.
Dapper. My luck with dice is not the best.
All ones.
I mean, it can happen. I've seen people roll a fistful of dice and just get 1s and 2s across the board. It happens.
Did everybody?
I already mentioned earlier in chat.
Sorry.
All right, so.
Yeah, I already mentioned earlier in chat, my AOS army is 120 d6 from my main attack. I have missed on that one.
Yeah, that checks out. All right, so you managed to find a gene stealer nest. In case you don't know, gene stealers are not creatures that steal your pants or trousers. They instead sample your genetics. It's far worse. Gene stealers are insidious alien monsters that hide aboard derelict spacecraft, and when they make their way onto worlds, start infecting the population with their own genetic code and creating seditious, subversive cults in their honor that eventually hope to rise up and overthrow the Imperium. Sometimes they're successful. But you manage to find it and kill it before it can cause any problems for your armsmen. However, you realize as you kill it that in its nest is the fresh corpse of some of the very last survivors of the ship, So you have protected your armsmen, but failed in your mission to rescue whatever was left of the crew. All right.
Unfortunately, these things happen.
It's true, they do. Space Marines are always very aware that they are completely incapable of saving everyone, despite their augmentations, and some of them even care about that. Many of them do not. Galba.
Yeah, remember, this is Warhammer. There is no such thing as good guys.
It's true. All right. Galba's pale, organic eyes light upon you, Treve. And your... Of course, his organic eyes pale compared to your far superior implants. He speaks. And you, soldier of the Mechanicus, what business do the tech magi have with our noble rogue traitor? Your mind scurries through its stores of information, and you recall your own arrival on the Herald. Upon your arrival, you were met by tech priest, let's see. What is it? It's in here somewhere. Broder Abel. Tech priest Broder Abel. And you're investigating fluctuating power loads in the dark halls of the maintenance corridors. Let's see. Broder's primary responsibility and his overriding obsession is to tend to the technology of the hydroponics garden aboard the Herald. And his express wish is to return there repeatedly between performing the rote blessings of the sacred mechanisms. Alright, so you're wandering through vaulted engine rooms and towards the Gellerfield Sanctum. You spot some strange corrosion on a nearby mechanism. Give me a difficulty 3 tech test. So remember, that's going to be your tech number plus your intelligence number.
Okay, so that's a total of 9. See if I can pull a Zerulon. I'm doubting that. That is a
Nobody's
5.
All right.
Yeah.
So, let's see. You notice that there is an unusual amount of corrosion. And so, you explain this pretty well to Tech Priest Broder Abel in Lingua Technis, using just the exact correct terms. And so, Broder Abel turns to this corrosion and says, hold on. Spirits of this machine, recount thy history to me. In front of a cogitator or computer. And looks through and says, This machine should not be so corroded. It was most recently attended to. I will mark this down for further investigation. All right. Let's see.
That's a fun toy, Dapper.
Thank you. Let's see. As you depart, please, Treve, make a difficulty 3 awareness test. I'm going to probably just call it difficulty instead of DN because that's easier for my brain.
Yeah. What's the attribute for that? It's a little faint on my sheet.
Awareness is int.
Okay. Oh, I have to roll 10.
Ooh.
Das ist gut.
What you got?
That is a 6.
All right. So that is a success. And so you notice that there is... So let's see. You hear a soft singing buzz of static. And there's around the corner you see a member of the menial crew running a cloth reverently over a piece of machinery. Treve, do you report the menial to Broder Abel for interfering with the engines in a way that could agitate the machine spirit, or do you write it off?
I'm going to opt to do some performative maintenance on my auditory implants.
That does not answer my question.
So I'm not going to report it.
Okay. Or for Maddie, what was the grading thing? Answer a different question or something like that? Answer question not asked.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was right bomb, wrong target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful answer to a different question.
All right. Next up is Lachlan Teague. So Landon, you're up. Galba's eyes alight on you, Lachlan, and he raises an eyebrow quizzically. Lachlan, I was under the impression that your offshoot of the Varonius dynasty was languishing in disgrace. Imagine my delight to see I was misinformed. Will you, sir? You will serve our Lord Varonius, I presume? And you cast your mind back to your tour of Ichni, an asteroid mining facility on a space station in the Voidmire. Ichni was a recent acquisition of Lachlan, and gave you the right to oversee the mining facility at the the last in a long line of profitable ventures undertaken in your ongoing attempts to rehabilitate your reputation. A facility administrator named Calleus nervously guided you and your entourage, weaving a winding path through the facility whilst babbling incessantly about the challenges facing the station. Calleus' tour is carefully planned, and so I would like you to give me a DN3 insight test.
Okay, so looking at there, and with regards to insight, which I believe is under
is fellowship
7. So
okay.
That insight is 7,
and then add your fellowship
is 5.
Awesome.
5, so it would be 12, right? So I do 12 dice, and I have 11 successes.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, so
that's improbable.
It is. Lachlan, Calleus is clearly hiding something. Do you dispatch one of your attendants to investigate the station while you distract Calleus, or do you press the matter with the administrator yourself?
So the choice is either press the matter with the administrator, or to
send a staff member to go look around surreptitiously.
I think I should, since it's my skin on the line, I should press the matter and not delegate it.
All right, give me a difficulty 3 persuasion test.
Okay, so
persuasion
is 7, fellowship is 5, so that's 12, and I have 6 successes.
All right, that is a success. So, Calleus collapses sobbing. He explains that a worker revolt is ongoing and production has almost entirely stalled. Most of the station's troopers are engaged in trying to put down the revolt, but have struggled against superior numbers. How do you wish to deal with the revolt? You have sufficient armsmen with you to execute a violent suppression, but they are trained to repel boarding actions in brutal close-range combat and will inflict significant casualties. Alternatively, you may attempt to negotiate with the leaders of the revolt yourself.
Well, certainly negotiation there. I mean, it's obviously, it's death or compliance. So I'll try to do some negotiation because
all right,
maybe profit in that.
I mean,
no. But on the other hand, you can always kill them later. So.
And it's certainly the case that dead workers produce no ore.
Yes.
All right, this is going to be a difficulty number 3 influence test.
Influence.
So influence is in a different part of the thing, if I remember correctly.
It's 4. The influence is 4.
Okay.
And fell is, but it's. Yeah, so it's 4, right?
Yes. However, also you get an extra bonus die for having a keyword in common with these workers, which is Imperium.
Imperium. Okay, yep. So that's actually. So I'm gonna roll 5 dice, or 5 plus 5. What's the?
So let's see. Roll the 5 plus 5. I think that might be wrong, but we'll figure it out later. This doesn't matter that much.
I have 6 successes.
All right. So you actually have increased productivity, resulting in an initial improvement in your reputation among these workers.
Yeah, no, we could work it out. I mean,
however,
there's some issues, but
it is also the case that you had to call in favors from your contacts on Ostia, the agro world in this system. Which means that you've burned through some of that goodwill on Ostia because the way that you got them to agree to not keep fighting is by one, pointing out that you just kill them if they did, but also by agreeing to an increase in their rations, which you now have to pay for with your increased requisitions from Ostia.
But presuming that they're more productive, that will come back and be more
Hopefully, yeah.
profitable. So.
All right. Next up, we got
The Lannisters pay their debts.
Alatha. Of all his guests, Galba regards you, Alatha, with the most neutral expression, a clear attempt to hide the twinge of fear he feels every time he looks at you. You are not the first Zedos I have entertained aboard the Herald, but I must admit you have proved more useful than most, Alatha. I presume that, despite my best efforts, Varonius has learned of the service you did for me? And you recall a time you were hired to watch over a deal being carried out by Captain Galba's seneschal, Elin Korsakov, on the agri world of Ostia. While the human clearly thought the idea of hiring Alatha, was his own, in truth, you were only using the captain to get close to your true quarry, an Aldari Corsair who betrayed your craft world, Ulkari. The various details of this deal were not really your concern, but I would like you to take a DN3 stealth test to see how good your hiding spot is for watching this deal.
It's like Landon is just like casually like just standing beside a pillar, and he's like, they won't care. I'm just gonna stand there. I'm just gonna watch him. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So stealth.
They're so busy, like focused on like.
And A, I guess whatever A is 4, so I'll do 8.
Wait,
and
hold
I
on.
have 9.
This is Alatha.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My phone is not wanting to do its job.
All right, I'll do it for you. How many dice is it?
I think my stealth is 6.
And what is your agility?
My agility. That is a question.
It should be up near the top, towards the left-hand side.
And it's just an A.
So that'd be 5. So 6 and 5.
So that'll be 11. All right. So you got a 6 on the rat die, but it doesn't matter right now. So you got 2, 3, 4 successes, which is a success. All right. So you have found a pretty good hiding spot, and you are not detected. All right. So Seneschal Alan Kosarov approaches the meeting, cutting an impressive figure in her long gray coat. You need to pass a DN3 awareness test. So what is the number of dice you're rolling on that one?
Awareness is 7.
And what is your intelligence?
3. Oh, wait, intelligence, INT, 3. Yeah, it's still 3. Okay. Yeah. Intellect, intelligence, yeah.
All right. So let's see. You got one success. 1. I rolled.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I rolled 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 5, 1, 1, 1.
So next time I'll roll for myself.
Let's see. So, another party approaches the seneschal, and it's hard to make out exactly who it is, but you do notice eventually that it is in fact your quarry, the Corsair who betrayed your craft world. However, his hand moves with disturbing grace and speed, and successfully he fires a fusion pistol you never even saw, melting Aylin's right arm completely. As both sides draw weapons, the other side's cloak falls away, revealing indeed it's just who Alatha suspects. Let's see. It's Samuel Twice Scorned, the Corsair captain who years ago abandoned Alatha and your kin on a hostile planet. Alatha, you were here for Samuel, but it is clear that without your assistance, the humans are doomed. What do you prioritize, taking Samuel the traitor or laying down covering fire to protect Aylin and her people?
Cover fire.
Siding with the monkey, huh? Okay. So, Alatha, you managed to save Aylin. However, Samuel manages to escape. However, Aylin expresses her deepest gratitude and comments that she will recommend your service to her captain. Sure, her arm is completely lost, and she is severely wounded, but thanks to Alatha, but still manages to thank you, and as she's getting treated. So, either way, it is imperative to you that you learn as much as you can from your Varonius contacts about the Corsair. And working for them as an agent will doubtless help you with this. All right, at this point, we are done with flashbacks, and so you guys have a chance to mingle around. There are a few notable NPCs, including Lord Radovar Meldrake. He's a former Astra Militarum officer who managed to live long enough to retire. And I need to point out that it is not uncommon for Imperial Guard troopers to be deployed to a world where once they hit planetside, their life expectancy is measured in minutes, not days or hours. Minutes.
Retire. That's pretty impressive.
Yes. There's also a Alouette de Mornay, who is a woman who has an elaborate headdress and various Vox implants studded across her torso that allow her to project her voice. You hear from the guests that she is a regular fixture in the perpetual choir here on the Herald of Varonius, and she is one of Lord Varonius's favorite vocalists. There's also Captain Galba, the somewhat nervous-looking captain of the Herald of Varonius, and there's also Morstan Fife.
Singing lady.
Oh, hold on, let me finish telling you who's here. And there's also Morstan Fife, who leads the armsmen aboard the Herald, so he is sort of like the captain of the guard. All right, so Somnus, you said you would like to talk to the singing lady?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Go for it.
Yeah.
what do you have to say?
But first I would like to do an insight check. Is that possible? Like as I'm approaching her, I want to do an insight on the singing lady.
Oh, sure. So let's see. Give me a difficulty number 3 insight. Hey, Andrew, that is becoming very loud. Could you mute when you're doing that? Thanks.
So how do I do that? You gotta guide me, dude.
Okay,
Help me.
so go to your character sheet.
So skills, I have insight FEL 4. That's what it
so that
says.
means you're going to roll 4 plus your fellowship, which is 2, so that's going to be a 6.
So 5 plus 1, 6, is it?
Oh, so I'm sorry, was it 5? I thought you said
Is
4. No, it's 4. 4 plus 2 is
No.
7, sorry. Or, yeah, 6.
Yeah, but no rat dice this time, is it?
No, use the red die.
Yeah, so that will be 6 plus 1 dice or 5 plus 1 dice?
It will be...
I believe you always roll the raft die,
5,
don't you?
Yeah, whenever I say 6 dice, one of them is just going to be the rat die. So it'll be 5 plus the rat die.
Okay. So I've got 1 6 and 1 5.
All right, so that is a 3.
So that's 2 plus 1 3.
So you do gain a point of glory, however, you did not actually succeed at the check, so you don't detect anything in particular. But we do now have a point of glory on the board. So,
point of glory on the board.
What do you say to Alouette de Mornay?
I'm gonna ask her, like, are you planning to sing tonight, anytime, or are we just graced by your presence today?
Oh, I do in fact plan to sing later on today. I have a shift that starts in only an hour or 2. In fact, I'll be having to leave the banquet early. You know, I am Lord Jakel Varonius's favorite opera singer here at the Perpetual Opera. In fact,
so
I don't know if you know, but the Perpetual Opera has been singing endless hymns of veneration to the Emperor for 462 years and counting, never ceasing.
That is impressive.
Indeed.
How long have you been with the opera, and are you planning to sing here, or are you going somewhere else to sing?
Sir, it's not very polite, but if you must know, I've been singing at the opera for a little over a century.
That is impressive. That is very impressive. It's just that the time I asked my lady is because the time gives us an idea of how dedicated you are, and I must say I am impressed, and I am sad to hear that if I'm able to hear your voice today, it would be wonderful.
Well, I'm sure if in a few hours you head over to the Perpetual Opera, you will indeed hear me. Hey, give me a difficulty 4 persuasion test there, Somnus.
So how do I do that? So
you check your
how many dice do I
persuasion,
roll?
check your persuasion and your fellowship, and add those numbers
4.
together, and make sure one of them is a wrath die.
Persuasion is 4, right? And where's my fellowship? Where do I find my fellowship from?
There's a little row along the top that has all these numbers. It's FEL.
2. So 4 plus 2, 6. So again, 5 plus 1. Okay, gotcha. I've got 2 6s.
Okay, so that is 4. And so you find out as you're talking and as you overhear other people that Alouette's service in the Perpetual Opera was set to end several years ago, seeing her assigned to the spiritual needs of an Astra Militarum regiment, much to her dismay. But Jakel Varonius' intervention has prevented this. All right, does anyone else want to talk to any of our other NPCs here? Yes?
No, but I will.
We had a guard captain there. Fife.
No, the guard captain is Lord Radovar Meldrake. Fife is actually the leader of the armsmen on board, so he's actually technically a Navy man. You want to talk to the armsmen?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to talk to the armsmen. I've worked with them quite a bit.
Okay.
After they finish, can I go and talk to someone after they finish?
Well, I'm going to give everyone a chance to see if they want to talk to anyone, and we'll see what happens at that point.
And review again who's currently there, because some people left. Who are the current?
So the NPCs there are Lord Radovar. Well, there's a whole bunch of guests, but the ones who were important that I actually have notes on are Lord Radovar Meldrake, a retired Astra Militarum officer, Alouette de Mornay, who Somnus just talked to, Captain Galba, and Morstan Fife. So, Voidmaster Morstan sees Arius come up and has to crane his neck up. Says, Brother Marius, is it?
That's me. It's seems to be a nice, smooth, running ship.
Yes, I keep the
crew. Been a while since I've been on one.
I'm happy to hear it. I try to keep the armsmen on tip-top shape and deal with any unrest among the lower ratings and the menials. I'm sure it's nowhere near as well kept, though, as a strike cruiser of the Absolvers chapter.
Well, I mean, we all have our own standards. We all have our own things that would go on. As unrest, has there been any unrest recently?
Give me a persuasion difficulty 2 check.
No. I got a 1.
All right.
I only have 2 dice for that.
He doesn't tell you about any particular unrest, but he does tell you that he's really eager to get the bilge, which is what he calls the lower levels of the Herald, turned into a training ground for his armsmen. It's, according to him, it's been abandoned and sealed off for years as a result of various technical malfunctions. And since it's not being used for anything productive, he thinks he could use it. But then he holds an earpiece to his ear and says, "Excuse me, brother," and then walks over to Captain Galba to whisper something into his ear, and Captain Galba just kind of shoos him away. Doesn't seem to care.
Interesting.
All right, would anyone else like to talk to an NPC?
Is Captain Galba one of the NPCs?
Yes.
I would like to talk to him.
All right. So you go over, and he greets you and says, it's Elatha, correct?
Correct.
Excuse me if I accidentally cause any offense. I'm not used to dealing with members of your species.
No offense taken. I would like to ask him if, because I noticed that they talk to each other and you shoot him away if, he's having any trouble with anything going on with him, with his, subject or anything else going on.
All right. So he says, Morstan Fife is very zealous in his duties, but occasionally this leads him to bring to my concern things that are actually not terribly important, and things that he really could deal with on his own. But he's still very good at his job. And as you're having this conversation, you also have been asking around. So if you could give me a difficulty 5 persuasion test. So actually,
Okay.
it occurs to me you might not have all those numbers handy, or the dice roller isn't working for you. What's the number on that?
Persuasion.
It is 2.
All right, and what is your fellowship?
2.
Okay, this is possible, but it's going to be hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just barely did it. You squeaked in.
Oh, victory!
All right, so it turns out that what you're hearing about Captain Galba, now that you're interested, is that Galba himself is a lackluster leader who was previously assigned a backwater posting, and he would likely have served his entire life without incident, but Gilead is anything but quiet. While he is yet to oversee or indeed cause any true disasters, most consider it to be only a matter of time. And it turns out that he's only been appointed here as sort of a favor to some of his more important family members by Lord Varonius.
Sounds pretty suspicious.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, who else would like to talk to an NPC who hasn't gone yet? I'm giving everyone a chance, Monty, before we come back around to you.
Yeah. You say who wants to do it.
Okay, I get that. But Thunk, you sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you're not Thunk. You're Treve. Ah.
Yeah. Dunk is busy eating everything on the table, so...
If a goblin showed up, it would be shot immediately.
Oh, yeah. Particularly one with a tail and furry ears.
Yeah, that's a mutant
But
goblin.
is there a chance that Treve could have overheard the comment about malfunctions by that one guy? I can do an awareness roll.
Yeah, give me an awareness. We'll call that difficulty 4.
Okay. That is a total of... That's int, correct?
Awareness is... Yes.
Okay, yeah. That is 5.
All right, that is a success. So,
yeah.
Yes, you were able to successfully overhear that.
So Treve will immediately scurry over because this sounds like, that the Omnissiah is asking for help here. We must calm the machine spirits there. So I will ask, what are the malfunctions you are speaking of?
All right, you asked this to Morstan Fife?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. You probably have to ask Tech Priest Broder. I'm not really much of a technically minded person. Plus, you know how you Mechanicus types are. You wouldn't tell me even if I could understand.
The Tech Priest approved shutting off that area and not repairing?
Well, no, the previous captain made that decision.
Is the priest even aware of that decision?
Of course. He's not happy about it, but it's the captain's ship.
Treve just sort of with my goggle, just stares at the captain, from across the room.
Okay. All right. Has anyone else who hasn't?
It basically is blue screening a little bit there.
Well, your augmented eyes are blue.
With said staring, can you make him feel uncomfortable?
Well, technically, Treve never blinks, so yeah. Treve doesn't. Here's a fun fact that your characters probably don't know, but all Skitarius, as part of their transformation into the cyborg warriors that they are, have their eyelids surgically removed.
Yep. Also, I've decided that Treve at one point was talking to the people eating the corpse spice and go, yes, but it is far better to use corpses to make nutrient paste.
Someone looks up to you and says, what do you think corpse starch is?
Well, yes, but it is a waste of the various nutritions. I, for one, have a good chance of having ingested my own legs in my early years after being automated.
All right.
Guys, have we mentioned
Leave
Warhammer's Dark?
nothing to loss. Nothing to loss. Everything is consumable.
Traditionally, the way that Skitari lose their legs is that they have to grind them down to the knee themselves. Maddie is just now realizing how the setting works.
Yeah, I know
That's
nothing about Warhammer.
So in theory, you make a paste of yourself.
Yeah, more or less. Maddie, you're gonna have so much to talk about with your husband after this.
My husband's very into Warhammer. I know nothing about it.
I'm just like glancing over at Maddie every time some new tidbit of lore drops, and she's like, "Holy crap!"
Maddie, while I was dealing with library technology falling apart all day, I had a Lore of the Skitari video Dapper sent me, playing in the background. I was like,
I took a glance at the lore of
I listened to mine while road racing.
Dapper
sister.
Dapper sent me a video. Dapper sent me a video and never watched it. I was just like, I'm just gonna wing it, man.
That's fine by me. Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $10 says, how to calm machine spirits. Step 1, chant somber hymns. Step 2, depress the sacred button of power. Step 3, switch the sacred button of power to the on position. These are all the correct steps. That is true.
Yes.
All right.
You forgot technically step 2.5, which is the momentary prayer of silence for 10 to 15 seconds.
While the capacitors hit charge.
I was going to ask if I have our count right.
So no one else has told me that they rolled a 6 on their wrath die, so I'm assuming that it is. Also, okay. I do have 6 ruin because I start with 6.
Okay, cool. So I'll add that, and then Sister Honoria doesn't want to talk to anyone, but she does put whatever is closest to an apple into her pocket.
Okay.
The hydroponic fruit.
Are you trying to hide that fact, or are you just doing it?
No, I just am doing it. I'm not trying to hide it. I just would like to have an apple in my pocket.
You get a few funny looks, but no one really opts to do anything or say anything about it.
Yeah, I glare at them. Thank you. Obviously. While I eat a different piece of fruit.
All right. Now, I know that...
I'm thinking I'm gonna follow you later and ask half of it. I'm just like, can I have half of the apple, please? Thank you very much.
All right, now I know that Manya has been dying to have Somnus talk to someone else. So who do you want to have? Who do you want to talk to?
The captain, the glorious captain.
All right, what do you have to say to the captain?
The glorious captain.
I'm just gonna be like, I because I dump food on my plate. I just approach him. I'm just like, this is so nice. I am so grateful that you made arrangements for us, and you went to this length. As you know, as a sign of respect, I like to share food. Would you like to have some food? Take something from my plate. It's a sign of respect.
Oh, thank you. And he picks up a fork and pushes it into some unidentifiable lump of meat and puts it onto his plate. But as he's transferring it, the entire ship lurches violently, and the whole fork flies out of his hand. Suddenly, the whole ship shudders, and the lights flicker and dim, and you hear alarm klaxons ringing out, and everyone feels a sickening, stomach-churning sensation as the temperature suddenly drops to well below freezing, hoarfrost forming on various surfaces. The screens that once showed the stars of real space now scrolling text of imperial hymns and maxims. Over the ship's internal Vox system, you hear, Captain Galba, sir, we've undergone an unscheduled warp translation. The navigator is screaming, sir, and the astropath has gone catatonic. We don't know... and it cuts off. Galba's face goes pale, and he has just a moment to murmur, "May the Emperor protect us," before the entire banquet hall suddenly inverts, gravity sending everyone falling upwards towards the roof. I would like all of my agents to give me a DN3 athletics test. That is strength, by the way. I'm sorry.
How do we do that?
DN3 athletics.
I have
So
numbers on this.
athletics plus strength.
Where's my athletics? I have one. One athletics.
Well,
And
you know.
what's the where do I find this the strength? Is it in my attributes or
Yes.
somewhere else?
Yep. It's always a skill plus an attribute.
It's the first one. So that's the first one.
Mhm.
I've got one athletics and one strength.
Well, you probably won't pass then.
Yeah, so I just go for like one wrath and one regular die, and that's
Yep.
what I'm doing, is it?
All right, so hold on. Tree, that's how many successes?
7.
7?
7. Yep.
I got a 4 on wrath and 4 on my regular die, so
That's only 2. That's not enough. So you take, let's see, 3 points of damage. If you would like, what you can
How many
do.
are left?
So you are Somnus. So let's see. This is a good point to go over damage. So you have 7 wounds, which is how much health basically you have. But you also have up to 7 shock. So what you can do, and I'd recommend opening like a notepad file or something, right? You can, if you'd like,
Yeah.
roll 3 dice for your determination. And for every success, you can convert one of this 3 points of damage into a point of shock instead. And if you run out of shock, you just take a point of it. You just become exhausted. If you run out of wounds, you start dying.
Damn it. So do I do that now, or do I save it? What do you want me to do?
Yeah, do it now, unless you don't want to. If you want to take it all as wounds, then you don't have to do it. I would do it,
So
though.
I do always need to have a wrath die.
In this case, it
whenever
doesn't
I do
matter,
it.
but yeah, it's good practice to just roll with it anyway.
1-5.
All right, well then you took 1 point of shock and 2 points of actual wounds damage. So just note that down.
Okay.
So Treve passed. Let's see, we'll just start from the top. Okay, so Elatha, you don't have your dice roller working, so how many do you get on that?
You gotta unmute, Andrew.
It's okay. It happens to all of us.
So I got 5 athletic, and then strength would be 3, so 8.
All right. Let's see. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. So, yeah, in fact, if you would like, you can shift one of these dice to land with style. So what shifting is, everybody, is if you have enough 6s that you could give up one of them and still succeed, you can shift. And it can do things like make you do whatever you did with style, faster, with fewer resources, or in the case of combat, you can do things like deal more damage. So in this case, if you'd like, because you have so many 6s, you have 3 of them, that you could clearly give up one of them, I'll let you shift to land with style and impress everyone.
I will shift.
I'm just like hanging upside down. I'm just like watching him land on sun. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
I will do the superhero. I will do the superhero land.
Nice.
Wow, impressive.
And
All
then
right.
I go like,
Sister Honoria, what do you got?
Okay, so I got a total of 7 successes, and 2 of those dice
Damn.
were 6s. So can I shift and do something cool?
Yeah. What's the cool thing? Is it
Okay.
just landing cool or what?
No, it's that I basically land on my feet still eating that piece of fruit, right? Like the motion is smooth.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
and
I
the
had
other
2
hand's just
sixes.
behind my back. I'm unbothered.
All right.
I had 2 6s as well, so Treve literally just lands and does like the joints do not make any sense. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Oh, by the way, when it comes to Mechanicus characters, generally speaking, the Mechanicus does not care about genders. However, some of them still do have preferred pronouns. So, like, if your Mechanicus character has a pronoun that they would like to have used, that's fine. But like, there's no difference in like dress or manner of speech or job
Yeah.
assignment or anything, because quite frankly, by the time you are high enough in the Mechanicum to matter, you've removed most of the things that anyone would care about in terms of gender anyway.
Brief currently lacks the necessary modular converter optional units.
Okay. Marius, what did you get?
I succeed and can go with style, although just barely. So I will hit the deck, pulling my rifle to the ready as I land.
All right, and Lachlan.
All right. So again, I'm referring to. I need to have what again?
It's athletics. So athletics plus strength.
Athletics plus strength. So it's 3 plus 3 is 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what it does. I have 5 successes and 1 6.
All right. So if you'd like, you can also shift that to land with style.
Oh, and by the way, the wrath is also 6.
Oh, so we get another point of glory. Okay. So you land with style. All right. You each have a chance to pull a weapon if you would like.
Yes.
All right. Is there anyone who would like to not draw any weapons? All right. I'm assuming that you all draw a weapon. Oh, wait. Somnus?
Yeah.
I just like landed with a thud, so I'm just like, oh my god.
Fair enough.
I'm just crying on the floor. That's all I'm doing.
All right. Before you have a chance to fully recover, reality seems to tear itself open in front of you. Through a horrific rent in real space, a twisting landscape of fetid trees and green-brown skies is momentarily visible. Before you can react, Morstan Fife, who landed on his feet with athletic confidence, throws himself between the breach in reality and Captain Galba. He seems about to scream a warning, or perhaps a prayer, before a gout of horrific sludge erupts from the rift. Fife takes the worst of it, saving his captain in the process, before collapsing in a sopping, writhing, malodorous mess. What do you do?
Can I shoot something? There's a...
What would you like to shoot? There's a bunch of guests sprawled across what's used to be the ceiling and is now the floor. There's a mess of...
There's a rift.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a rift, and then I thought there was some sort of oozy monster coming out of said rift.
No, there was a gout of horrific sludge that erupted from the rift.
Oh, okay. So I, Maddie, have no idea what this rift is. Would a reasonable person in this world know what this rift is?
So you have apparently translated to the warp, and normally the ship's Geller field would protect the ship from warp incursions just like this, but for some reason, apparently, that's not happening.
Okay.
Can I do deny the witch? Am I able to do that?
Let me double check what that does. Where is that?
Psychic power, deny the witch. Activation action, duration, instant, range, 50 meters. Effect, you can unravel another psycho's attempt to manipulate the warp. The DN for deny the witch is 2+ the DN of psychic power you're trying to deny. The deny the witch succeeds, the power fails to activate or immediately stops working. This ability can be used to deny power occurring before your turn, but this uses your combat action.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I will say is that you can do that as one action before we actually go to the next thing. So that is going to be a psychic mastery check.
How many?
That's 7 plus your will. So that'll be 12.
12.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Oh, here we go, guys. Let's see what happens now. I've got my wrath die included, so
Good.
So I've got 3 6s and a 5.
What's your wrath die?
So 3.
Okay. All right, so you reach out towards this rift, holding your staff in one hand, and it starts to glow, as do your eyes, and some energy shoots between the staff and the rift, closing it up. However, as that happens, let's see. the thing that used to be Morstan Fife begins to stir. And due to its nascent infection, it's not just rotting or anything. A gout of disgusting fluids starts to stream from the pile of corruption that was once Morstan Fife, and with a gurgling cry, he leaps from the ground and launches himself at the agents, striking at whoever is closest, including any who came to his aid, which was no one, because no one cared, because who cares? So what we're going to do is, everyone give me a DN3 fear test, which I need to double check how fear tests work. Okay. Agents must make a fear test using their resolve against a DN dictated by the source of the fear, which in this case is 3. If they succeed, they may act normally. If they fail, they gain the fear condition, meaning that all the tests that they make are at DN plus 2 until the end of the scene or until an ally passes a leadership with a DN of 2 plus the source of the fear's value.
Where's the resolve thingy? I can't find it.
Resolve is up on the near the top right. Oh wait, so hold on. Maybe I'm wrong there. Resilience, health.
Just below your attributes. It's on the next row down.
Is this a corruption test?
It is not. It is just a fear test. So yeah, your resolve is under attributes. It's under attributes. So attributes, you have conviction, size, resolve. So somnus has a 4 there.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what do we do with that? 4 plus what?
Just 4.
Oh, so 4 dies. That's it.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Well, Treve's gonna fail.
I've got 3 on my rat, 1 6 and 2 5s.
Hey, that's a pass.
I failed.
I have 2 success.
Treve is completely shocked because I have a 1 in there, but I did get a 6 on my ref die.
Hey, that's a point of glory. All right, so anyone who failed, just remember that if you take tests, they're at +2 difficulty until someone can pass a difficulty 5 leadership test. All right, so now we are starting combat. So, who would like to go first, and what would you like to do?
I want to shoot it.
Absolutely. So, first let me get the thing here. Okay, so shooting is on...
Before we go forward, you know, you had a resolve of it was just resolve or resolve plus.
It's just resolve.
Okay. Okay, I had 1 success, so that's fine. All right.
Yeah, I have no successes on my resolve. But
all right,
it's okay,
so
I'm going to shoot it.
If you want to shoot, this is going to be a ballistic skill check, and it is going to be... Normally this would be a difficulty 3 because his defense is 3, but now it's 5 because you failed your fear test.
Okay. That's such a good sound. I don't normally like die pools, but so good. You get to do that. Okay.
Yo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes. So
there you go.
Not on my wrath. So I hit it. I got a 5.
All right. So now you get to deal your. So you're using your bolt pistol, so you get to deal its damage.
Yes.
So its damage is 10 plus 1 die. So roll any old die, and still it's 5, 6. Sorry, 4, 5 is 1, and 6 is 2.
Okay. Why does my bolt pistol say dice pool 6? Oh, because that's my ballistic skill with it. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I rolled a 4, so that's a 1.
All right, so I
did 11 damage.
11. Yep. And let's see.
Hold on. I have an ability.
Oh.
As a combat action, did I use my combat action to shoot?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can also put glory in to add 1 damage per glory that you spend.
I think I will not do anything for that. I'm kind of just figuring out mechanics. So I think I'm just going to do my 11 damage.
All right, so his resilience is 10, which means you actually deal 1 point of damage. And let's see.
Does resilience work like a damage threshold?
It basically does, yeah.
Okay.
Can I attack, or do I wait?
Well, his turn is
my
next.
turn?
But if you want, you could spend a point of glory in order to steal the initiative and go next. You don't have to ask permission. You can just use it.
I'll use the point of glory, and I'm going to use my La Pistol to attack.
I think that's Laz, but okay.
Full dice. What? Okay, last pistol. Okay, cool. I call it La Pistol. Okay, don't. I name my.
Fair weapons. Enough, I guess. La Pistol.
So my dice pool is 4, and then range is what?
We're going to count him as being in range. We're not going to worry about it too much because we're just doing Theater of the Mind. So you get your 4 plus your what is it? Agility. So that's 2 more. So you get 6 dice. And if you would like, you can also use glory to get more dice, or you can not do that if you don't want to.
No, I'm just gonna roll the dice.
Now, did you succeed at your fear test, or did you fail it?
Did I do a fear test?
That was your resolve roll.
Yeah.
Where you rolled 4. Do you remember where you rolled your 4 dice for your 4 resolve?
Yeah, I got successes.
Like,
how many?
I got like 3 on. Yeah, I got 2 6s and 1 5.
Yeah, you're good.
Then you passed.
Yep. Yeah. So you need to roll. This is a DN3 check.
So I just slowly get up on my feet. I'm just like, oh, do I have to do this? And I've got 2 5s, and I got 2 on my wrath die.
All right, so that is not a success. So you managed. So you shot, and it went wide. All right. Next up,
what the fuck?
The horrible abomination that was Fife gets up, and let's see. It is going to lash out with a spined tentacle that has erupted from its torso.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's going to attack Sister Honoria, the one who managed to damage it.
Oh,
hell yeah.
If I can get my dice roller here.
Sister, no!
All right.
Any of us intervene, or we have to wait for...
Can't really intervene yet.
Yeah, he's gonna...
What is your defense, Sister Honoria?
My defense is 2.
All right. So that is a success. So let's see. He deals... let's see. 11 points of damage. What is your resilience?
Okay. My resilience is 10.
All right, so here's what you can do. You can either take a wound, or you can roll your determination in an attempt to convert that wound into a point of shock.
Let me try to do that. So my determination... What is my determination? Sorry, I don't see it on the sheet. Oh, no, I see it now. My determination is 4. And so I rolled 4 dice, but I only need 1 success because he did 11 damage, but my resilience is 10, so that negates 10 of it. So I'm trying to deal with this one thing. Okay. Maddie's learning the rules. I have so many successes. I have I have 5 successes.
So just mark down on whatever you're using to keep track that you have taken 1 shock. All right, so there is no other enemy to go. So whoever else, who would like to go next, basically? Freeze? All right, what do you got?
Yeah. So I'm going to shoot at it with my phosphor blast pistol.
Okay.
Which that is ballistic plus, is that agility?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Actually, it wouldn't matter. It's either agility or strength, and they're the same. So 10 dice.
Okay. And you failed your check,
I have to reroll that one. What?
You failed your fear check?
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be difficulty 5 for you.
6. Oh, 1. That's another glory for us.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was going to tell you, if you roll a complication on this, you're going to also hit Sister Honoria because it's a blast weapon.
Yeah. Well, that's not a problem. That's a 9 success.
All right. Well, that is definitely
Yeah.
which actually means how many 6s did you roll? Any?
4.
All right.
Wow.
So it was difficulty 5. And you got
Damn.
9 successes. So
Yeah.
you could actually shift 2 dice for extra damage if you want to.
Do I have to spend glory for that?
No,
Or
you spend those 6s.
okay, no, I'm going for extra damage. This is some organic thing. It is against everything
Yeah,
that
go for it,
the
go for it.
Omnissiah stands for.
Exactly.
Go for it.
Yeah. So, how is damage again?
So damage is. Oh, by the way, Andrew, if you could mute again because you're still getting a lot of room audio.
Okay.
So damage is on your phosphor blast pistol is 11 plus
Yeah.
2 for your 2 shifts, so that's 13. Now you need to roll 2 dice for your extra damage or your extra damage. Yeah, there it is, or extra dice, whatever you want to call it.
So-
Dice. So many dice.
So it's
Oh
a
my
total
God.
of 13 dice, or
No, it's 13 plus 2 dice.
okay, so 15 dice. So sorry, I have to do
Nope.
some math
No,
here.
there's only 2 dice. There's only 2 dice.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they
only
already
2 dice?
rolled-
13 flat damage plus 2 dice,
Okay,
and whatever you get for successes is
Okay.
added.
Oh,
okay,
kill that thing. Kill that.
that is 3.
All right, so that is 13, 14, 15, 16. Plus, your weapon has an armor-piercing value of 1, which reduces his resilience to 9. So let's see. And so it's 15 minus 9, so he's taking 6 wounds there, which means that now this phosphor blast just threw a bunch of weird extra appendages and horns off of him, and he's now missing big chunks of his body, but he's still up and operating. Who is next?
I'll go next.
Can I?
All right,
I'll go for it.
Somnus, you won't be able to go until everyone else is gone. Yeah,
so,
I know.
So I'm using
Everybody gets to fun.
my custom combat shotgun.
Awesome.
I did make the the success thing.
All right, so then your difficulty number is
the
3
fear check?
for your custom combat shotgun, which means that you need to roll a 8 for 5 for your ballistic skill plus your agility of 3.
Okay, so I have 3 successes.
Okay. All right. So, unless you want to spend any glory or anything, you're going to roll 1 more die for extra damage. And, yeah.
So the extra damage is a 2, so
Nothing.
no extra damage.
All right, so unfortunately, that is only 9 damage, which means that your custom shotgun blasts shotgun pellets into the form that was Morrison Fife, and it roars in indignation, but does not seem to actually be harmed. All right. Now, I want to point out, if you had used your power sword, you would have reduced his armor by 3. So you might have actually dealt more damage that way, because the power sword is better at dealing with armored targets.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Yep.
can I switch for the next time if there's a next time?
If there is a next time, absolutely. All right, who has not gone yet? I think
That would be
Alatha
me.
and Marius have not gone. Yeah. All right, so which one of you wants to go next?
Yep.
All right, Andrew,
I
just
mean,
make
I'm
sure you
just gonna
unpause.
shoot the thing.
He went like this. I'll give it to Andrew. So what do you want to do, Marius?
You said the wrong name, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, what do you want to do, Alatha? I'm sorry. There's a lot of names.
It's
I
fine
think-
with me, I'm used to this.
I would say, can I use the dead shot?
Let's see. Dead shot. Where is dead? What am I missing? Where are you seeing dead shot?
The abilities.
Abilities. I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. That's why. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Look, there's 6 character sheets here. It's hard to keep track. All right, Deadshot. Here you go. You were a skill shot. When you take the aim action and make a called shot, you double the ED. Yeah, absolutely. So that becomes your full round thing that you do, and so you can't move. But what you can do is take careful aim. So, did you pass or fail the fear test?
I got. Okay, come on, phone. You can do it. I promise you can do it. I got a 2. I got a 5 and a 6, and then my result. Then I got a 5 on the the other dice.
Yeah, so that's a success. So your difficulty is 3, which means you're using your Ranger long rifle, I assume.
Yes.
All right, so that is going to be, let's see. You're going to roll 7 plus 5, so you're going to roll 12 dice.
Okay. Give me a second. And one of them is a wrath, or no?
Yes, one of them is a wrath die.
Okay. Is a 4 a hit or no?
That is a success. Oh, you got 4 successes total?
No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, and then I need to roll a wrath. So hold on, because
how many of those were 6s?
1 was a 6.
Okay, so you have 1 6. So you roll a wrath die. Sorry.
Wrath was a 1.
There's a complication. Okay, so you can shift one of those successes in order to get an extra point of damage if you'd like. So you're still going to hit, and you're still going to deal damage. So you now have...
I will.
Okay. So you're dealing 11 damage plus 2d6 on there for the 2 extra damage dice. So roll 2 dice, and let me know how many successes you get on that.
I got 2 3s, so no.
All right, well, that's still,
no success.
That's still 11 points of damage, which is enough to kill the horrible abomination that was Morstan Fife. However, your weapon manages to have a malfunction and jams, and in clearing the jam, you eject the splinter cartridge in a molten heap, and you have expended 1 of your 3 ammo for your gun. So, one thing about Wrath and Glory is that it has a rather abstract way of tracking ammunition. You have a certain number of ammunition points. When you reload your gun, it takes 1 away, and reloads typically only happen if you choose to do some special thing like shoot full automatic with your weapon, or if there's some kind of complication. And so we're not tracking individual shots.
Alien.
Yeah, so it's... This game is not here to be a gritty, realistic game. It is here to get you to shoot things and blow things up. However, we have been going for an hour and a half, and so I'm going to let everyone take a quick break. You can use the bathroom, you can get yourself a drink, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in a few minutes. So in the meantime, I have a specially prepared intermission video just for this game. So please enjoy that while we head out for just a few minutes. Okay, we are back. Maddie is still not quite with us, so that's okay. Another thing is, given how we're going, we are not going to be able to get this done in one session. So what I'm going to be doing is, after the session ends, I'm going to be convening with my other players and seeing what another good day to continue this would be. It would be a quick break in our Star Trek game. So there is that. With that being said, you have managed to defeat the horrible abomination that was Thorsten Fife. So Captain Galba emerges from behind a chandelier and starts trying to calm the guests. And so then he waves you 6 over and says, you there. You are hand-picked agents of Varonius, no? Sort this out. Morstan is not currently available, so the duty falls to you, he says, trying to sound authoritative.
Duty falls to us. That's rich.
I'm gonna do a what do you say? Insight check on this guy again and try.
What are you trying to find out?
To us or not? So that's. I'm just trying to find out. Actually, not an insight check. Give me a second.
Well, tell me what you're trying to figure out, and I'll let you know.
I'm just trying to figure out if he's full of shit.
Oh, so
because he just
probably
ran away, and I'm just like, bruh, right. I offered you food, and you just ran away.
I think he's naughty. I was.
So here's what I'll tell you right now. Captain Galba technically is not in control of your actions. However, it probably is the case that if you want to live, you're going to have to sort this out yourselves because you are the most competent people left. So he is full of shit in the sense that technically he can't really order most of you around. He might be able to order Treve around, given the chain of command on the ship. But he certainly can't order around Sister Honoria or Lachlan. Maybe Somnus, certainly not Alatha. But also, if you don't sort this out, you're probably all going to die. So, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a science check if that's okay. Like I'm trying to sense if there's a presence of the warp that's pressing in against the material world.
Absolutely.
Can I do that?
You absolutely may.
Yeah. I think
how do I do that?
That's just psychic mastery, and I will let you know what you discover based on how many successes you get, basically.
So how many dice do I roll for that?
So whatever your psychic mastery is, plus whatever the ability is, which I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm looking for your character sheet.
My psychic mastery is 7,
and it's
then
willpower.
I'm looking at my will.
So that's 5. So that's 12 dice.
5. So that's 11 plus 1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 5, 7. All right, here we go. Yeah. All right, let's see. I've got 2 on my rat die, and I've got 2 6s.
Okay, so that's 4. All right, so you open your mind up to the warp, and how is it that you sense the warp again? Do you see things, hear things, taste, touch? How do you notice the warp?
I see halos. I see halo lights.
Yeah, basically the ship is covered in halo lights. You're basically just in the warp, which is bad. That's really bad. In fact, why don't you give me a difficulty 3 scholar test?
So how do I go about doing? So that's scholar skill is 6, I guess. Intelligence.
Yep.
And then so just 6 die, is it, or do I add
it's your
something?
scholarship plus your intelligence. So let's see, that is 10. So 9 plus your rat die.
10. I got you.
I was asked actually what the minimum number of dice that can be rolled in this game is, and it is 1, and that will be a rat die. If you have a 1 in ability and no skill points, you roll 1 die.
Yeah, I fixed that bug on my app.
Nice.
So I've got 3 6s.
Okay.
And 3 5s.
All right, so that is.
And 3 on my rat die.
9. So you roll 12 successes, which means you can shift all 3 of those 6s into more information. All right, so what that means is I'm going to tell you a lot of stuff about the warp that you probably shouldn't be allowed to know, but you do anyway, because apparently you've been a naughty boy. So, all right, so void ships travel through the warp in order to move vast distances quickly. Essentially, it's the way that the Imperium of Man travels faster than light. You also know that the warp can corrupt souls and cause mutation, and dangerous entities dwell there. Let's see. You also know that there are entities, that some of these entities are known as demons, and that they follow various dark powers of the warp, although you're not really sure exactly what all those are. And by the way, most people know not all that much. So, let's see. I would also like for, we'll go with Treve. Could you give me a difficulty number 3 tech test?
Tech, okay. 6 plus, that's intelligence, so that's a total of 10, it looks like.
Okay. Oh, actually, you also get 3 extra bonus dice on this.
I'm glad I grabbed extra dice earlier, so...
I've got how many dice? I've got, I think, 40
so,
dice.
That's a 1. That's a 1 on my raft die.
Uh-oh. So, I'm just going to gain a point of ruin, because I don't feel like figuring out a complication.
Yeah, but that's 8 successes, and those were all 6s,
Dang.
so 4 6s.
Nice.
So you can shift 3. Okay, so let's see.
16
So you know that the Geller field is essential to safeguarding a void ship in the warp. You also know that damaged Geller fields might periodically allow dangerous events to happen, and it will eventually shut down unless the machine spirit can be appeased in a respectful manner. And further, you also know that this ships in the Gilead system have not normally been going into the warp anyway, because there is currently a warp storm engulfing the entire system, making the warp largely unnavigable, and ships that try to enter the warp usually end up either never coming out or coming out just as floating hulks with everyone dead and the ship often structurally damaged beyond repair. Which means that no one is likely to have... No one on the crew, who isn't insane at least, would have voluntarily engaged this translation into the warp. So that seems bad. Like, really bad. So let's see.
I can pay all
why
that.
Why are we in the Space Bermuda Triangle?
That's where you live. You were there when it became the Space Bermuda Triangle. You know.
Why?
It's like, why am I in a hurricane? And the answer is like, you live in Bermuda, where they all hit. Every single hurricane, it's not actually true, but a very high proportion of hurricanes hit Bermuda. A very, very high proportion. And you just happen to be born there. Sorry.
So if I want to use my awareness skill, what would that be good for?
Basically, I'll call for an awareness check whenever there's something that you're all looking for, or you might notice something. Yeah.
Do I want to notice something?
Currently, there isn't anything that you would learn with an awareness check that you don't already know.
Okay.
All right, so Galba comes over and says, "Oh, I forgot. Okay, I have these," and he pulls out Vox beads, which are little short-range, and by short I mean like ship-wide range, Vox communication devices that you can put in your ear, sort of like the secret agent ear set. And you just do this and listen. So this will help you stay in contact with both each other and myself. So please take these.
And you?
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm the captain.
Sure. Okay. Yes, you are the captain. Yes, you are. Yes,
I have to go attend. I'll be right back. So as he leaves, Lord Radovar Meldrake catches Lachlan's eye and sort of like motions for her to come over. Like, hey, come here. Lachlan, will you go over
Okay.
to talk to Lord Radovar Meldrake?
I'm gonna follow the captain.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like sneak. I'm just gonna sneak out. I'm just gonna be like, where is he up?
He's just he's going around to help calm down the various guests.
Oh, the guests. Okay. So I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow Lachlan as I. Okay, I'm gonna do an awareness check.
No, that's a stealth check. You're gonna do a stealth check.
Oh, that's a stealth check.
And it's gonna be opposed by Lachlan's awareness. Hold on, let Lachlan speak. Landon?
So I'm sorry. Would you please read it again? Because it was someone else was talking where you were addressing my
Lord Radovar Meldrake has caught your eye, Lachlan, and motioned for you to come over because he wants to talk to you.
I will come over.
Okay, so what I need for Somnus to do is to take a stealth check. So that is stealth plus agility.
4.
And what's your agility?
Is it in the attributes, is it?
Yes, it's under A.
Yeah, so that's 2.
All right, so that's 6.
6 die?
6 dice. Yep, tell me how many successes. Sorry?
Can I use a glory die? Can I use one of the glory thingies?
Yeah, sure.
How many do I get?
How many? So it's 1 die per glory point, and you have. I see you as having 1. I don't think Maddie erased the 2 that already got used. So yeah.
I did not.
You can use the 1 that's remaining.
So I just go. I'm gonna do that. Yep. I'm gonna take it. All right. Okay. So the rat die remains there. I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Alrighty, let's see. 1 on the rat die and 3 6s.
All right, so that's 9. We're gonna wait to see what the complication is. So, Lachlan, could you take an awareness check?
Okay.
Oh, damn it!
Awareness is 5, intelligence is 3, so I'm gonna roll 8 die. I have 5 successes, 1 6.
Damn it!
All right. Nope. What are you talking about? You rolled 3 6s, Manya.
Oh, yes, I did. I did.
So, and how many successes did you get? 5 there, Landon?
5 successes, one of them's and one of them's a 6. Yeah.
Okay. So what this means is that Somnus is able to sneak along, but at the end of the conversation between Lachlan and Lord Radovar Meldrake, he will make some kind of loud noise as he trips or something, and alert both of them that he was eavesdropping, if you will. So Lord Meldrake comes and says, "Lady Teague, I have a sort of an assignment for you, if you will."
I'll consider. Do tell.
Well, my steward, Jerhan, is also aboard this forsaken vessel. He has a case of a cargo of some personal value to me. I will reward you handsomely if you bring me that case, and I would be quite happy if my steward survived too, I suppose. What say you?
I think that's a fair trade. Your case and a bonus if I deliver the steward as well.
Well, the case is in the last time I heard about Jerhan, and I assume he still has the case. I did cuff it to him. That was in the Prestige Arena, which I believe is on the way towards the Gellerfield generator. So, if you could stop in there and perhaps liberate the case, and if possible, also Jerhan.
Yeah, well, I can bring it along since they're attaching it, but I will endeavor to do that.
At which point, Somnus trips over a fallen chair, causing a loud clatter of various broken dishes and silverware, and gets a whole bunch.
I'm like,
go ahead.
Yeah, I just come in and just go like, oh shit,
Yep.
Hey,
and
hi.
A bunch of sauces are now staining his robes.
Oh shit. Anybody got a new set of robes or something? I'm looking for food. I'm hungry.
So I'm presuming I'm heading off to find the case.
Yeah. So the captain says, "All right, you all have your Vox beads, correct?" All right. Does anyone have any questions on how to use the Vox bead? I don't know. Elatha, you might not be familiar with human technology.
Everyone can hear each other. Everyone can hear each other talking, is it?
Yes.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
You're muted, still, Andrew.
Okay.
What is the?
I am not quite sure on this human technology yet.
All right. So you insert it into your ear, and it will automatically play any Vox transmissions that are tuned to the frequency of the Vox bead, which everyone else's is. And in order to send a transmission, what you need to do is lower the microphone towards your mouth, and there's a button, and you press the button, and it will pick up the words you say, and then the Vox transmission will go out to everyone else on this frequency.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Alrighty.
Steve does not have ears anymore, so at least briefly analyzes it, mentally programs in, the appropriate frequency to monitor the Vox communication.
All right. So
Okay, go on.
Captain Galba says, all right, in order to get to the next location, you'll have to get through the Macarian Banquet Hall, and I've been getting on my ship comms frequency reports of some kind of firefight going on in the Macarian Banquet Hall, which I'm sure you know is a desecration to the remembrance of Lord Solar Macarius.
Terrible.
By the way, Lord Solar Macarius is a very famous general who launched a big old crusade of conquest that vastly expanded the number of worlds in the Imperium. And he is basically just Alexander the Great, but in the 41st... Well, actually in like the 38th millennium or whatever. So, yeah.
Why do people like just destroy things? Like, what the fuck?
Welcome to the Imperium of Man.
Yeah, it's profitable.
She says as I reload my ridiculous blaster pistol.
You can pay people to destroy. You can pay to have things destroyed or saved, and you can pay to have those things rebuilt. Lots of profit in it.
How much profit have you made, my lord?
Yeah.
in these endeavors?
Sufficient. Yes. How polite.
Sufficient.
To have my...
To ration food, is it?
To have my...
Are you able to ration food? Pardon?
Captain Galba comes up and says, "Go! We don't have time for you to banter about. We have to get the ship saved."
Well, I've been heading towards getting the.
Okay. The passageway towards the Macarian Banquet Hall is illuminated by sickly glow of emergency lumens that flicker periodically, creating shifting shadows on the esoteric machinery lining the corridors. At first, the only sounds are the agent's footsteps and the low subsonic thrumming of the void ship. But as you progress, the vessel's Vox systems sputter into a droning static that slowly morphs into distorted music. Turning a corner toward the Macarian Banquet Hall, you encounter signs of conflict. Fresh scorch marks of lasgun beams and bloody smears along the floors and walls. Would you like to proceed stealthily or no?
I'm gonna go for the chameleon effect. I'm just gonna go for that.
That's gonna be a yes there.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm on a mission, so
yeah I'm just kind of marching forward.
Okay.
Eyes,
Does anyone else want to actually be stealthy?
Yes, I would like to be.
Yeah, Trevis no, and at one point in walking along, has finally spoken to Sister Honoraria and goes, "It is an honor to serve by your side again. I served with you aided the Malcon Legion in that data retrieval mission."
Yes. We're very all excited. Let's move on.
I think it's always an honor to serve Saint Bethra.
All right.
How many saints do we have?
Bertol.
Manya, are you aware that there isn't really much of a count of the number of saints in Christianity in the real world? Now imagine that.
I know that.
Imagine that times 20. That's how many saints we have. Except also, because there's now trillions of humans, you also have to multiply that times 20 times a few 100 million, and that's how many saints there are.
Or at least how many different saints lists there are.
It's approaching uncountable infinity. So
basically, yeah. So basically, what happens in Warhammer 40k is there is no list of all of the saints, and whenever you need to make up an imperial saint, you just make one up, and it's fine. Which actually
that sounds like real
uncountable infinity.
There's a fair chance you could,
handguns, okay?
there's a fair chance you could get away with that in Christianity. Like if you just made a statue of someone who looked holy, and you were like, "Oh yes, this is Saint Franklin of Venice."
Yeah, first of all,
had
no
miracles.
Protestant would correct you.
Yeah,
had 3 miracles.
Okay, so I'm gonna activate my chameleon, and
so
that
what that is. I don't remember off
it
the top of my head.
says. I'll give you the duration is sustained and range is self. Effect, you bend reality just enough to cause your image to blend with your surroundings. While this power remains in effect, you gain +5 bonus dice to stealth tests and +1 to your defense against ranged attacks. For every shift, increase the stealth A bonus by +1.
That's really good. All right, yeah, go for it. DM 5.
So how do I go about? You need to guide me on how many dice.
So this is a psychic mastery test. So it is your psychic mastery, which is 7, plus your will, which is 5, for a total of 12.
12. Okay, gotcha. I've got exactly that. Here we go. So 5. Yep. Okay. And always the wrath die in there. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. I've got 3 on my wrath die, 2 6s, and 1 5.
Nice.
That is just enough. All right. So you have activated that. So everyone watches as Somnus's eyes start to glow blue a little, but then he just kind of starts to blend in like the Predator.
I'm like, bye, and just disappears.
Okay.
Best of luck.
I will say this: Psychers have really cool abilities, but also, if Manya rolls a 1 on that wrath die, it gets bad.
I know.
Real bad. Like, so that's a Perils of the Warp. Perils of the Warp range from like a random psychic power manifests targeting a random character, all the way to the Psyker's head explodes and starts leaking demons into the world.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a big range of bad.
Keep a safe distance. Keep a safe distance.
That's one of the reasons.
And that.
That's the big reason pretty much everyone in the Imperium fears and distrusts Psychers. Because there's always a possibility, however small, that they might explode into a tide of demons. And it just happens sometimes, you know? You're just walking around, use a psychic power that you've used 100 times before, and now you're a rip in reality.
It's just a matter of time.
So basically, she's like my home in a smaller package.
All right.
What do I say? It's perks of the job. You know. These are perks
that you might explode. All right, Elatha, give me a stealth. That's gonna be your stealth plus your agility. And is your dice roller working, or do you need me to do that again?
I think I got it working. So stealth would be 6, and you said agility.
Yes.
That'd be 5. So 11.
Awesome. All right, roll those.
And that'd be 10 and then 1, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yep. 10 and 1 wrath die.
Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 5.
Okay.
And the wrath die is. Ooh, gotta love these free dice things. The ads are lovely.
Yeah.
And then for the wrath die is a 2.
That's fine. That's just nothing. So that's a success. Also, if you think those ads are bad, every once in a while I've heard that when someone was watching movies on the 7 Seas with their good friend Mishanti, that the pop-up ads on the 7 Seas websites that were always had a good chance of being adult have now gone to AI adult ads, so it's even worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great.
So
yeah.
my friend Napper Dinosaur was watching, and yeah, that was one of the pop-ups, and we were both just like, "Oh, that's even worse. This is gross." Great.
You just broke my mind. I had not considered that use of AI, and I don't. As a person with a PhD in computer science, I should always assume that something is used in porn.
The holodecks are
Well, the
mostly
internet's
that.
for porn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Look, Landon basically co-invented the internet with Al Gore, and that's what it was for.
Yeah.
The internet is for porn. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in fact,
there's a whole song
I think
about
the second Usenet message ever sent had references to porn.
Oh,
so.
good. That's good
I
to
believe
know.
that's true.
All right, so what this is going to mean is that if you guys get into a combat, because it's a really big if, what that will mean is that I will let, so let's see, Somnus and Elatha succeeded. Treve, I don't remember, did you, what did you do? You didn't do stealth?
No.
You didn't, okay. So you two will get a surprise round at the beginning before we actually enter combat for real. All right, so you get into...
I also stealth.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool. What is
I also
your...
stealth.
Oh, you succeeded?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you all get a surprise round then. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So you guys get to the Macarian banquet hall, and the furniture has been gathered into a makeshift barricade, behind which Emsley Bardot of Sister Honoria flashback fame tries to calm her cadre of armsmen as they fire in fear, wasting their ammo. Their targets at first glance look like menial crew, but their uniforms are tattered, showing pustulating boils that surge from their rotting skin. One of the mutated crew members freezes in place, pus dripping from their ears and eyes as their form begins to swell. Coruscating light and acidic discharge burst from their body, from their boils, as tentacles and horns sprout from their body.
Demons. Can I shoot it?
So what's happening first is we have a surprise round. So in the surprise round, everyone who is surprised, which is basically everyone except the people who stealthed, don't get to go. But the stealth people do get to go. So what that means is among the 3 people who stealthed, they each get a turn. So who would like to take that first turn? Somnus, what do you got for me?
Can I do smite?
Yeah, so let me double check to see how many... Okay, so there is a single possessed mortal who just sprouted all the tentacles, and there are 6 chaos cultists. So, let me double check what smite does, or if you want, you can read it for me.
Yes. You concentrate destructive power through the lens of your will, summoning lethal bolts of raw psychic energy that blast your enemies into ash. Target one enemy within range and make a psychic mastery test against their defense. If successful, the target suffers 1d3 mortal wounds. Now,
all right.
My question is, what's their defense? What's this thing's defense?
I will tell you this. I won't actually give you the full value right now, but I will say that the possessed mortal, I believe... Yeah, okay, so... the defense is... Actually, I will tell you. It's 3 and 2. So the cultist is defense 2. The possessed mortal is defense 3.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to use smite. So how do I go about rolling? How many dice do I roll for this one?
So this is a psychic mastery. So it is your psychic mastery plus your willpower. So for you, I believe that is a 7 plus a 5, so 12.
12. Okay, yeah. All my dice. That's the maximum dice I get so far.
So are you targeting a cultist or are you targeting the possessed? And I want to say mortal wounds means that their resilience doesn't work. They just take the wounds.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going for the one thingy that's sprouting tentacles and stuff.
Okay, cool. So it's difficulty 3.
Okay. Let's see. All right. I've got 1 6 and 1 2 3 4 5 5s,
Okay.
and then 2 on the rat dice.
All right.
1 6, 5 5s, and 2 on the rat.
All right. Roll a d3, and he's going to take that much damage.
How do I do that? How much?
So
how
a
many dice do I
d3.
need
So
to get?
roll 1d6, and a 1 and a 2 counts as 1. 3 4 counts as 2. 5 6 counts as 3. It's a 3-sided die, basically. So just roll one of your d6s and tell me what the value is.
So on what the 6 came on, you want me to roll that?
It doesn't matter which one, but yeah, roll one of them.
Just one of them. That's
Yep.
what you want me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3.
All right, so that counts as 2 damage. So you caused 2 wounds to this guy. Automatically.
All right.
Everyone sees, once again, Somnus breaks cover and reaches out and shoves a blast of psychic energy at the possessed, which then it rents open parts of its... it's possessed. Rents open parts of its flesh, and disgusting ichor oozes out.
Ew.
All right. Now we still have Marius and Elatha. Because Marius didn't get to go in the last one, if you want to, I'll give you this one, even if Andrew still wants it. So unless you want to give it to Andrew.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
There's things that need to be shot, and I have a gun, so I'm going to shoot things.
What gun are you using, and against whom?
So what are my current targets? What do we have up and not currently being reduced to ichor?
So there are... So the possessed is still up. It's just now leaking a bit. And we also have 6 chaos cultists. Chaos cultists, which, if I'm being honest, you could probably one-shot.
Let's start working on some cultists. So we don't need action economy stuff going on. And of course, I am using my sniper rifle because what else would I shoot?
That's fair. Would you like to take aim?
Yes.
Oh, I don't actually think that is an option right now because we're not using the full rule set. So just roll it.
I mean, I have 6 successes, so.
Yeah. Were any of those 6s?
1.
Would you like to shift it?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see. That is with your sniper rifle. So 10, and their resistance is resilience is 3. 10. So 7. Yeah, they can't survive that. So it doesn't matter if you shift or not. They die if you hit them.
Nice.
So
yeah, nice job, mate.
Our
Good
Space
one,
Marine
Give me a high five.
Our Space Marine scout pulls out that Space Marine sniper rifle, takes careful aim, and one of the cultists' head explodes before they even notice that you've entered the room. All right, Elatha, what do you got?
I'm looking at using Eliminator.
Oh, nice.
I like the name.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you going to use as your weapon?
I'm going to use the pistol.
Okay. Are you going to attack the... Now, I will tell you this. The pistol, just like the sniper rifle, is likely to completely eliminate a cultist. However, the possessed guy is much harder to take out, and you actually have a good shot of dealing damage to him. So you could either deal damage to the much tougher target, but probably not take him out, or you could just obliterate one of the less tough guys that are easy to take out.
And there's how many of the possessed?
There's 1 possessed and 5 more cultists. The cultists are the easy ones to take out.
And you said the pistol would most likely not.
The pistol probably won't kill the possessed, but it will do damage. And it will do a bunch of extra damage because you have the +3 extra dice.
Okay.
What are you doing?
What
are you doing? Who are you shooting?
Cultists.
All right. Roll your dice pool, which is going to be 7 plus 5. Although I will tell you, this does basically completely negate the benefit of Eliminator because you would kill them without the extra dice. So are you positive you want to shoot the cultist?
All right, I'll shoot the
right.
undead whatever the possessed.
The possessed. All right. So still roll your dice. It's difficulty 3. You get 7 plus your agility, so it's 12. So 11 dice and then a rat die.
All right. That is 4 6s and 1 4.
Okay, so that is 4 6s, that's 8, and a 4, so that's 9, and it was only 3. So you can shift. How many 6s was it? 4?
It was 4.
Okay, so yeah, you can shift 3 of those to get 3 extra damage, or 3 extra damage dice. So roll. Let's see, 3. Do you want to shift them?
And my wrath. Yeah, I'll shift them. My wrath was
what? Sorry, you cut out.
6.
Oh,
6.
Put a point of glory on the board, Maddie.
Yeah.
All right. Also, you forgot to erase 1 again, so we're actually at 1.
Well, shoot.
All right, so roll me. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra damage dice on top of the 10 damage that you're already dealing. This is a sort of thing that Eldari Ranger is likely to do. By the way, this is pretty in character.
So you want the total of what the dice was,
do
or
do it.
The successes, just like a regular success.
Okay. So there's a 1. I got 1 5, and the rest are the success rate.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. Well, that's still 11 points of damage. So I need to double check my possessed guy here. Let's see. By the way, that's still really close to the microphone, so if you could mute when you're reaching into the back. All right, so let's see. He's got a resilience of 10, and your armor piercing is 0. So he takes a point of damage. However, I am going to spend a ruin point to allow him to use his determination. So he's going to be able to roll 46 to try to absorb that damage as shock.
So we should have 6 ruin points at this point.
Yeah, 6. Yep. All right, so he rolled 3 successes, which means he did in fact manage to absorb that as shock. So, all right, and he has. Oh, okay. All right, so it is now at the top of the second turn. Who is going to go first?
I'll go.
Can't hear you, Maddie.
Lachlan, what do you got? What are you doing for us?
So would you, and I'll ask as advice, would you recommend the power sword over the shotgun at this stage?
So that's going to depend. If you are attacking a cultist, I would recommend the shotgun. If you are attacking the possessed, I would recommend the power sword. But do be aware, if you attack with the power sword, you will be in melee contact with that guy, and he will be able to just smash you if he wants to on his turn.
But there's still lots of cultists, so attacking a cultist is still of value.
Absolutely.
Oh, very safe, my lord. I just say that. just you know.
All right. So is that your plan? Combat shotgun at a cultist?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. So your ballistic skill is 5 plus your agility of 3 is 8 dice, and
8.
You have a difficulty of 2 on this one.
Okay, I have 5 successes.
All right. So that is how many were 6s?
0.
Okay. So that is a success. So let's see. Your shotgun is 9 damage plus 1 extra damage die.
Okay. You want so 10. You want roll 10?
No, roll 1 because it's 9 damage plus 1 die.
9 damage plus.
The damage is always just a flat number that we just apply.
Oh, okay. So roll a dice. 6.
All right, so that's 2 extra damage. So that's 11. Let's see. Which eliminates another cultist. So Lachlan Teague levels her shotgun at a cultist, pulls the trigger, and basically this thing's torso just caves in under the pressure of all this shot that's fired at it, and it drops to the ground bleeding out, gurgling praise to something called Foster On, which you don't know what that is.
Deserve to die.
Yes.
Deserve to
Fun
die.
fact. I've been on the receiving end of a shotgun once.
See.
All right. So
I can.
Bird hunting accident.
All right, so we have 1 point of glory, which means if you would like, you could seize the initiative and have another turn. Otherwise, it's going to be the turn of some of the enemies.
Oh shit.
I'll seize the initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just.
I want to seize the initiative and run in with my change sword. And I'm going to try to... I'm trying to take out another one of the cultists. Because I think I can maybe one-hit them.
Probably.
That's the goal. So that's the action economy of it all. All right. So that's my weapon skill because I'm using melee, right?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. So I get to roll a 7 + 3, 10 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Man, it's a good. That's good. It's so good. Click clacks. Woo! All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. 6, 6, 6.
Ooh.
4, 5. 6, 6,
That
6,
means
4,
you
5.
can shift all 3 of those into extra damage.
I want to shift all 3 of those into extra damage, please.
Roll me 7 extra damage, and I've just noticed that this weapon is brutal, which means we're doubling the extra damage you deal.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Remember
4,
how
5,
I told you that
6.
Sister Honoria was into massive amounts of violence? I was not kidding about that.
Okay, are my extra damage dice D3s?
No, they're just how many successes you get, as if they were normal dice.
Understood. Okay, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 4. Whoo! So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Which is actually 16.
16.
Which means you dealt 26 damage to this poor cultist.
Did I just down the center?
Yes. Yes. Sister Honoria charged in with a chainsword, and as it revs violently, in one stroke, she just cleaves this guy all the way from the top of his skull to the bottom of his crotch, and he's in 2 pieces.
And it sprays.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Are the other cultists scared? Covered in blood.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Actually,
I did not sign up for that. I definitely did not sign up for that.
In this moment, I reach into my pocket and pull out my apple and just take a bite.
Oh, that's what the apple was for, eh?
That's what the apple's for.
So actually, there is a chance that they will run because you have killed half of them.
And I put one of them in.
And they do in fact run.
I'm coming for you.
Now, here's what I will say: because they are running and they were more or less in melee, I will let Sister Honoria take a reaction to swipe at them with either shoot them with her bolt pistol or attack them again with her chainsword. All right, take another attack with the chainsword.
Amazing. Hold on. 1, 2,
Go
3,
for it.
4,
Let's
5, 6, 7, 8,
Kill
9,
them all.
10.
You will need to roll 2 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a total of 7 successes, 2 of which are 6s.
I'd tell you to shift them, but it's not going to matter. You're going to kill them anyway.
I split another 1 or 2 in half.
It's 1, but yeah.
And I'm just gonna. What were you saying?
I'm going to say because you went sideways though. This one you split in half from across the belly.
Sideways.
Yeah. So the top half goes.
It's
falls.
merely a flesh wound.
Listen, we went.
Don't get it on my chest. I already got like
Yep.
mustelids on my fucking things.
Mustelids.
The captain.
So this guy starting.
I'll
to
gnaw
run,
your ankles off.
and his torso topples off to the side, and his legs take 1.5 more steps before just collapsing.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the other ones just run off the other way. So that running was actually their turn and their activation, which means it is someone else's turn. The only foe that is actually left on the field is the possessed. By the way, I really like Star Trek Adventures, but it's also some fun to just have an absolutely bloody, disgusting, gory combat.
Yeah.
So,
you don't get to
would like
vivisect anyone in Star Trek Adventures.
All right, Treve, what do you got for me?
Did I use that word right?
Yeah, I have a question. I have this Arc Mall, and it has this trait called Arc. What is that?
So Arc means that it actually can hit other people nearby as it arcs across them. But there isn't anyone, so like it's still a good weapon.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was just wondering if that was it, because if there had been cultists, I would have done that. So I'm gonna go for my phosphor blast pistol at the mutated guy.
Cool.
That's a total of 10 dice.
Has anyone hit
How
this
about
guy in
I
melee?
Kill it.
Not in melee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I
Andrew's the only one who's
smited
hit
him.
him.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you smited it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's range 2. So.
Okay, that's 3 6s and 1 5, so 7.
You can shift 2 of those if you want to.
Might as well.
All right, roll me 4
Yes, please,
damage
let's
dice,
go.
and we'll add that to the 11 damage that you do.
Okay. That's a 6, a 5, and a 5, so 4.
All right, so that is 15 damage, which means he takes 6, which means I'm going to use another point of ruin to try to get him to absorb some of his shock.
So we're down to 5 ruin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he absorbed 3 of those. So let's see. He was taking 16 points. So he takes 3 shock and 3 wounds.
He should be
And
dead.
This is a -1 or armor piercing, right?
I already took that into account.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So now it goes, and it is going to run over towards Treve, the one who has caused it the most damage. It is very unhappy at you, Treve. All right. So.
Yep.
Let's see.
My turn.
No,
Or is it
it's
start talk?
it's the monster's turn. You won't get another turn until
damn it!
until everyone goes. All right, so it is going to try to blast you with a tentacle. Yeah. All right, so that is its let's see, weapon skill 8 plus its strength of 5, 13. What is your defense there, Treve?
2.
All right, so let's see. Well, you're lucky in that I did not roll. I only rolled 1 6, so it's going to shift 1 6 up, and that is going to be. Let's see. So it is going to deal. Roll the dice. There we go. 11 damage. So we take a look at your resilience, which is
9.
9. All right, so that brings it down to 2. And you have a determination of 5 and a max 4 shock. So what you can do is, if you would like to convert this damage to shock, you may roll your determination.
Okay, so that's rolling 5 determination, and that includes wrath die?
No, it's just a regular old roll. I believe. I might be doing that wrong. If I am, and you know this game better than me, please let me know in the comments.
That's only 1 success.
Okay, so you take 1 shock and 1 wound. All right. We are actually going to be ending after this combat, and to let Manya get on. And what I had said earlier, which I'm not sure Maddie was here for, is we're going to try to coordinate a time in the next month or so to play a second session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Because it seems like everyone's having fun. Everyone having fun?
Yes.
Yes, very much so.
All right. So yeah, we'll try to get a second session. Okay, cool. So that monster has gone. Who has not gone yet in this round? I believe. Has everyone? Alatha, yeah, that's right, because you went during the surprise round, but not this round. Okay, go ahead. You are no longer stealth, so you can no longer use your stealth power, but you can still act with other abilities and whatnot. So, like, you could still use dead shot or something with your sniper pistol.
Okay. I guess I'll probably just use Deadshot to try to last creature thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is. Let's try to see what Deadshot. Double Gulch.
It doubles your extra damage dice.
Okay. And then. So it's 10. So it's 10 for the rifle.
Yeah, 10. It would be 10 plus 2 extra damage dice. But first, you need to roll to see if you hit, which means you need to roll 7 plus 5, so 12.
Yeah. Okay. And one of those is the
Is the what? Is the wrath die? Yeah, sorry.
Is the wrath die? Yeah, I call it wraith, but wrath die. Yeah.
There are wraiths in this game, and they're actually part of your faction there, Alatha.
Yeah. I have 5, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Wow, I'm losing my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 hits.
Okay, so
and then I haven't 7 successes. Let me roll the. Come on, there we go. The wrath die is a 5, and I have 3. I have 3 6s.
All right, so that was. So you have 8 successes and okay, so you could shift 2 of those if you want to get a total of 4 extra damage dice.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so roll 4 dice and let me know how many successes you get.
All right. 1.
Okay, so that is 11. So it is going to try to roll. I'm going to spend another ruin, and it is going to try to absorb that one as shock. Which
so we're at 4 ruin.
Yes. So it does manage to absorb it as shock. However, in doing so, it staggers back and falls because I rolled a 1 on its wrath die. So what that means is next time you guys all are going to get to go before it goes.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, so it is the top of a round. You know what, Manya? I know that you're eager. Why don't you just go ahead?
I'm gonna smite this thing. I'm gonna smite this thing.
You know, Manya,
right,
I've done
the
3
captain
sessions.
would be even better.
I've done 3 sessions of TTRPGs with Manya, and she has been exceptionally exuberant every single time, and I love it.
Let's go. All right, let's see. Really? Oh yeah, sorry. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh
Sorry,
shit!
are you
I've got
smiting
a 5
again?
on the rat, and yes, I'm smiting.
Okay.
And I've got 2 5s, and I've got 5 on the rat too.
All right, well that's a success. So roll 1 die,
Okay.
and let me know what the number
All
that
right,
comes
here we
up
go.
on.
3.
All right, so that's another 2. So it is now.
Nice.
So again, a psychic blast of force hits this thing, opening up rents in its flesh and
I
denting
just go
things
like
in.
flick it like that.
It's clearly not doing well. Who wants to go next? You have a fair chance of defeating this thing on the next turn or 2.
I guess I should
Can
shoot
I-
it.
But Lachlan, I
Zirlon.
saw Lachlan's hand go up first, so we're going with Lachlan.
I want to.
Okay. And imagine again, I should probably, because there's one thing, go for the power sword, right?
Sure.
I presume.
Yeah.
Would be the best thing. So I'll get that, which means that I need to look at what?
So that is your weapon skill, which is 5, plus your strength, which is 3. So 8.
8. Okay, I have 6 successes, one of which is a 6.
Okay, so you can shift that 6 and roll 5 extra damage dice.
Okay, I'll do 5 extra damage dice, and I have 3 successes.
All right, so that is 11 damage against its resilience of 8. So that's 3 damage. I will spend 1 more point of ruin to try to get it to absorb some of that as shock. I can absorb 2 as shock, and another one goes through, but it is now exhausted.
Yay! See? I'm gonna do something.
Zirlon, will you try a 1-2 punch with me?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Am I doing okay, Dapper?
I mean, I want you to describe it to me so I can see whether or not this is a thing.
Cool. I want to do Divine Guidance, so I want to use my combat action. I just want to make sure, Zirlon, your character has the Imperium keyword, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Elatha does not, so you can't do this for him.
I was about to say, Andrew, it doesn't work for Elatha. But yeah, okay. Because I was actually going to do it for you, but I can't.
No.
Okay, so, this is Divine Guidance. This is the rules as written. Through his direction, no shot will miss its mark. As a combat action, I can spend 1 faith to give the Emperor's guidance. Select 1 character with the Imperium keyword within hearing range. This can be yourself. And the character gains a +2 bonus die to its ballistic skill test for 1 round.
All right. I think it would be good if Marius actually goes next, so that way we can describe what happens there.
That's what I want to do. So I guys, I spent 3 days in my quarters basically starving myself, so I've been having visions of Saint Berthas.
Excellent.
And so the saint appears before me, and is Saint Berthas a guy or a girl?
Bertal,
or
I think it's a guy, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so Saint Bertal just sort of
Could be non-binary.
Appears over, to me at least. I don't know what y'all can see.
But yeah, you see
appears over. Yeah, I hear an angelic chorus.
I'm just like,
and Crepuscan rays pointing at the exact right place to shoot. And I share that. I share aim right there with my good buddy.
All right, so sorry.
That's all I got.
Okay.
That was my description.
So as Marius brings up his rifle to take aim, everyone feels like maybe they saw a little bit of golden light around his rifle, but maybe not. Also, Treve, you know that...
It's like a slow motion thing. Boom.
Treve, you know that weird buzzing?
Everybody's like...
Yeah.
It's gone for a little bit. Just a little bit.
Mm.
Marius, take your shot.
11 successes.
How many of those were 6s?
3.
All right, so yeah, you can shift all of them. So I am assuming that you're using your sniper rifle.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. That is sniper rifle. So that is 10 plus 1 ED. And does that give any extra damage?
My ability does not give extra damage. It just gives the extra ballistic skill.
All right, we'll roll the 3 extra damage and try to get a decent roll.
No, I didn't get a decent roll. Only 1 success.
Well, I have good news for you. That's all you needed.
Yay!
So,
Yes!
so
well done.
This round flies into the possessed, hitting what passes for a head on this disgusting creature, and it drops down. We're just going to finish this particular scene. And so, all right, if you want, you can regroup, which means you can all heal. I need to double check. Page 39.
Yeah, because if I'm not wrong, I had 2 wounds and 1 shock.
Yeah, I believe that is it. So, all right, if you regroup,
okay.
You may anyone with the Medicae skill can restore wounds equal to their Medicae pool to a single agent during the regroup.
I've got 4 Medicae.
I have 3.
I've got 4.
4, 3.
I've got 3.
Okay.
I have 3.
So, if you want, you can apply this to yourself or someone else, and you can heal that many wounds.
Who is in the most need?
I think...
I can heal myself.
Yeah, why not? Okay.
Yeah, has anyone else even actually taken wound damage?
Meta?
Treve. So
Yeah.
I think Treve. So Somnus can probably heal himself, and then if you, Lachlan, if you want to heal Treve, that would probably be good.
I'm happy to heal truth.
All right, so
but I also have 6 Medicate, so.
Okay.
Dapper, is there a way in this like downtime I had to spend a faith? Can I get that back?
Not currently. So we're gonna try to go through this fast because Manya has to go real quick. All right. So
okay.
Now that you're here, first of all, the guard officer that Sister Honoria helped out is very happy to see her, and says, "That speech was inspirational, and I'm doing a much better job keeping these guys under control." And then says, "Here, look. First of all, there's some supplies that we don't need, or that we can give you a couple Medicaid kits, some ammo, some hands-free lumens, and a respirator, and 3 doses of stim." So we're gonna write that down later. And also, if you want it, there's a flak coat. It's covered in blood, but it works. Which, by the way, is armor. Yep. So someone could put on a flak coat. All right. Sure. So let's see. Then, as you're gathering up all this loot, you hear in from the Vox from Captain Galba, and agents, you have to get to the Gellerfield Sanctum. Your next location to get there could either be the Grand Library or the Prestige Arena. It doesn't matter much which way you go. They both take about the same time. But the Prestige Arena is where we do our gladiatorial combat. And the library is where we keep the books. He says, as if you didn't already figure that out. So, after that, though, a wave of cultists and possessed start pouring through one of the doors. And Officer Bardot says, "Go! We'll hold them here." Do you choose to stay and fight for next time, or do you want to run?
Go.
I think we go.
We got places to go.
All right. All right, so with that, they will go on. I will ask them next time which one they want to go to, but because we didn't really get to use it yet, I do want to show everyone that I do have this wonderful map that I created that is now on screen on the on the stream. Yeah, it is. It was a lot of fun to make. It was not terribly difficult. I will say the ship outline and texturing I actually found from someone who was using, who had grabbed reference material from one of the rule books. So I can't take credit for the actual ship there, but like, it was fun to put all the nice little words and to make the actual flow chart from the banquet hall and whatnot.
Put that in a stream because I'm not.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay.
All right. So with that, I want to say thank you so much, everybody. Please stick around for next week where we're going to be coming back with Star Trek, and we will be scheduling another session of this. I would like to give Star Trek at least 1 or 2 sessions before we do a quick break for this. But yeah, I hope everyone had fun. Manya, sorry to keep you so late. I hope the goblin isn't too angry at me. All right.
Nah, she'll be fine. She loves me.
Awesome. All right, say bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, before you leave, I just want to take a second to thank my patrons and channel members, especially those pledging $20 or above. Siloof, Ben Tovand, Tapioca Weasel, Mikau Dominiak, Sammy Lafleur, Edwin M., Kenneth Swenson, John Ackerman, Sphincter of Doom, Regios, Landon Knoll, Ian Chen, Eleron Teller, Phil Rivara, David Hercules, Joshua Geese, Dan Sheedy, Pegajace, The Plastic Mouse, Gordon Loves Science, Amber Athelian, Prixie Purple, Agricola Sequa, and Me, Myself, and I. It's because of my channel members and patrons whom you're seeing on screen that this channel can stay afloat. Without you, it would all shut down. If you want to join the team, there's a link to join the channel below this video, and there's a link to join the Patreon in the description. On the Patreon, you can get a 15% discount for pledging annually, and either way, you get early access to virtually all of my scripted videos months before they come out for the general public. Thanks for watching.